boys, we're here.
What's going on, man?
It's nothing much, man. How you guys doing?
Good.
We're good. We're good.
We're good.
So today we got, Basement Banter podcast. Not only am I a fan of your in-betweens, but where the fuck did you come up with this name? Because it's just like, it flows right off the tongue.
I'm leaving this to you.
All right. So when we were first trying to get it together,
Yeah.
well, what was the original one we wanted? New Kids on the Pod?
Yeah, we had, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of those names that were taken.
Yeah.
That we looked up.
We were thinking of really anything that would just that would market kind of well.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
sit well with people. So it was New Kids on the Pod. Another one was Jurassic Pod.
Yeah.
We were gonna make the intro like
yeah.
a dinosaur or some
Yeah.
shit. And then
Because the
what was
name
other
is
one?
so important, I feel like.
Yeah, Gentleman's Pod. That was another one.
The Gentleman's
we were
Pod.
like, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lot of ones like that. But
You mainly came up with all those.
Yeah,
So.
just in class and shit. But then
Oh, yeah.
there was originally gonna be 3 of us.
Yeah.
All right.
That is true.
Yeah, 'cause I'm gonna be straight up with how we got this name. 'Cause I didn't come up with it. He didn't come up with it. So there was gonna be 3 of us. We had a third guy, and then it just didn't.
It didn't work out.
yeah.
It didn't work
Yeah,
out.
it didn't
Creative
work out.
differences.
Yeah.
Creative differences.
Yeah, creative differences.
Yeah.
But he came up with the name, but we already agreed on the name for the 3 of us.
Yeah.
And then we had the differences, and we kept the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We're about to get Facebook Jesse Eisenberg shit or something.
But so I'll be straight up. I didn't come up with the name, but we all liked it though.
Yeah.
Well, R.I.P. to that kid.
Yeah. Thanks for the name, bro.
Thanks for the
Yeah.
name.
Yeah,
But
thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
So you guys,
No hard feelings.
when did you guys start the podcast?
We started at what?
Early this year.
April.
Yeah, it's around the first Game of Thrones episode.
Yeah, because that was our goal. Because we love that shit, dude. We love
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. We love Marvel, Star Wars. We're all about that shit. So.
Yeah.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good.
Bunch of
We're
nerds.
gonna get into some deep questions.
Ooh,
I'll
oh,
let you
yeah.
answer-
boy.
We're a bunch of
Cause,
nerds here.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah,
that's
so-
good because
Absolutely.
we're all nerds here. Big
Hell yeah.
Star Wars guy, big Marvel fans, and I'm gonna start into it since you leaned into that. Because after you said that, we'll get back to when you guys started
Yeah.
and shit. I gotta ask you, last season of Game of Thrones,
Trash.
thoughts?
Trash.
They just rushed it. I think that's what it comes down to is if they had another season and they were able to kind of spread things out, the White Walkers were killed off way too soon. And that for me was a big part of the show. Like I wanted that payoff and it didn't pay off for me. That was a big miss for me.
Yeah,
White
I
Walkers.
hated that was just 6 episodes though. Like I always
Yeah,
say
that's
from
true.
the 5th season and out. I thought that was when it sucked.
Yeah.
I mean the 6th season was pretty good with like Jon Snow coming back and shit. But
Yeah.
nah, dude, I hate that Arya is who killed the Night King, dude.
Oh, you didn't like that?
No, dude, I wanted it to be Jon Snow. They had the beef the whole time, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
They had the beef
whole
the
time.
whole time.
he kept pressing him too with the fucking hands going up and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Taunting him.
Yeah.
And I hate that it was one battle. Like,
Yeah.
that really pisses me off, dude.
And
They
you
got
didn't-
away that easy.
And you didn't get any more information on about them. Like you're hoping to see some Vision type shit, like Three-Eyed Raven type shit. Like none of this shit was really ever just like you never really knew what happened. Like I liked the ending scene where they're Jon Snow's going back to the north. I'm like, that's gangster.
I agree.
But besides that is
I wanted him on the throne though. I'll be straight up, dude.
Nah, I saw
It's where
that
he
not
belongs, bro.
coming. Yeah, too many.
Yeah,
nah,
he's where he belongs. True North.
yeah, True North.
True
yeah.
North, but dude, he's got that birthright shit.
Who cares?
Yeah,
man?
but he fucked his
Bro,
cousin.
That's
You
the
guys
point.
know
That's
he-
the point of this is that it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That birthright shit, none of that matters. Your name does not matter.
And I hate that Bran Stark was king. That pisses me off, dude.
Yeah.
Homie's got that mobile throne, dude.
Yeah. Whipping around on that shit.
Yeah, I'm not about
Wheelchair
that.
Jimmy.
Yeah, they're about to handicap accessorize King's Landing, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or not. I hated that. I'm very critical in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I'll be straight up.
I hated how they gave the explanation for why it was so dark during the Battle of Winterfell when they were just we were trying to simulate what it would really look like.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
bitch, there's dragons.
Yeah.
Bitch, it's a TV show. Make it look fucking good.
Yeah.
Let me see. I could understand if they did some shit like that for a World War II show,
Yeah.
like Band of Brothers type shit,
Yeah.
where they're just oh, we're gonna make this hard to see because that's how it would really be. But if we have dragons and zombies and we're kings and queens and in a made up world, Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how I feel,
who
too.
was the cinematic guy? I gotta go back and watch, that episode documentary where they're filming that
That dude's
shit.
cocky as hell,
Like,
bro.
I just want to go to him and like one day just be like, why? Like, you could have just made that one episode so much better without everyone just like looking at it like, why?
What's going
Like,
on?
Yeah.
Is there dragons?
Well,
Are there
have you guys ever
dragons?
seen the movie 300?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a lot of shit similar to that movie though. Like, do you remember in I think Battle of the Bastards when they're all just kind of
Great episode.
yeah, that one was
Such a
good.
good episode.
Yeah.
But that when they all are like in a circle around him, and then before fucking Baelish's people come through, like that's from 300. But then like the cinematography of it with like how dim it is, that's also kind of like that.
Yeah. Dude, the
Kinda
Battle of the
kinda
Bastards
take a
is
little
so
bit.
good. Because
Yeah.
it's so chaotic and he's like getting trampled too.
Yeah.
And, like the oh, it's so good. That's one of the
Yeah.
best episodes. ever.
Was that how you felt at that mosh pit?
Oh yeah, dude. In the
Yeah.
mosh pits, dude. Forget it.
You breathing for air, one arm up.
Just crowd surf me out of this bitch.
I like that whole season was the Battle of the Bastards because it was like I really think like them expanding on that character. I forgot his name. Fucking
Ramsey
Ramsey.
Bolton.
Ramsey
Yeah.
Bolton. I thought his character expansion was pretty good.
No, he was awesome.
You thought the 6th season was good?
I thought his character. I'll go again. I think his character expansion was good. I also liked the
That's
fucking
where it
dad
really
killing the
started
daughter and
going.
dude just being
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just like da da
Yeah.
da 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 da. You know what I mean?
My family will make like stupid ass family trees for shit. Dude, so for mine, guess what I got, bro?
What'd you get?
I got fucking Reek, dude. For who I'm supposed
Oh,
to
I've
be.
been
Fitting.
fighting.
Fitting.
words.
That ass,
Who
dude.
am I?
Flip this table, bro.
Put some respect on my name.
Yeah, fucking Reek, dude.
So we got your opinion on the last season, which I agree with you. I think it was rushed. I also think they did the best they could with like what they had. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how you would make it any better than they did with the time frame they had. Right? They had to finish it up. Do I personally wish Sansa was the one to kill the? Can't even remember.
Oh,
her name
yeah,
down
Cersei.
before.
Dude, she was my least
Not
favorite
Cersei,
character for like
not
6
Cersei,
straight seasons.
but the Dragon Queen.
Oh, Daenerys.
Oh, okay.
Daenerys.
Yeah, that would, okay,
I
that would've
thought
been
I
cool.
thought that would have been so gangster.
That would've been real cool.
That would have been
That would've been real cool.
so gangster.
Yeah, it would've.
You
Yeah,
know
it
what I
would've.
mean? That
Oh,
would
yeah.
have been.
Yeah.
I would have been like
100%.
bang, 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 bang.
Yeah,
you know
dude.
what I mean?
Oh, man.
that was like in my head. I was like, that's how they could really seal the deal for me.
Yeah.
But then they did everything cheesy. So I think we got that opinion. Let's move on
Okay.
to some Marvel movies. What was your opinion on Endgame?
Endgame.
I liked Infinity War better.
Yeah,
personally.
I like part 1 the most.
But man, did that make me emotional. I'm gonna be honest. Endgame got me emotional. a little
This
bit,
kid gets
dude.
emotional over
Dude,
every
I'll
fucking
cry
movie.
over a fucking the Backyardigans
goddamn,
episodes,
dude.
dude.
No, dude, he calls them hood tears.
Yeah, it's
If
it's
he's ever
straight
crying,
hood
yeah, bro, I
tears.
shed some hood tears.
That's all
D-Rose
these tears.
dropped, D-Rose
That's all
dropped
the tears
50.
that- D-Rose dropped 50.
Yeah, it's just hood tears.
crying?
Yeah.
I did cry for that.
Deeply emotional, man.
Yeah, bro.
My problem with Endgame, I'm gonna be very blunt with it, is that the storyline doesn't make sense. Like there's a huge gaping hole where they do time travel. Thanos comes in from the past into
Right.
the present, and they kill him.
Yeah, it seemed really cheap,
And
cheesy.
Well, if they kill the past Thanos, then Thanos cannot do what then he did. To get to the point of where he was.
Right.
So they changed the whole timeline right there,
Yeah.
and everyone's like it's back to normal, and it's like, bitch, what? Like I think they might go into that in the next films or something, but it's just to
Dude,
me.
Marvel's just too soft. They don't want to
Yeah.
kill all these people
Dude,
off.
that's
They
what
should've,
that
though.
gets me so. That's what I hate the most about Marvel, dude.
Yeah.
They don't have the balls to just keep someone dead.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, Captain America. Like, I used to collect mad comic books when I was like in high school and shit. So, dude, like Captain America should have died. Like a few years ago, bro. Because Winter Soldier, I'm a big Winter Soldier dude.
He takes over?
Yeah, he takes over, bro, and then Falcon takes it from him. So it's like that would have been so dope if they did that, but they can't, bro.
No,
Yeah.
they won't do it.
No.
Well, I think it probably is like contract stuff too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, like with like the actors and stuff. Because
Yeah.
I know like Thor almost was like he had to stop. Like his contract's up.
Thor's about to be Natalie Portman now, right, or some shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're doing a female Thor.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
That's too bad.
We'll see how that
I'm a
goes.
huge Natalie Portman fan because I'm a huge Star Wars
Yeah,
fan.
Padme, gang, gang.
Yeah,
Padme.
Padme, gang, gang. Yeah, exactly.
Damn, I had the biggest crush on her, bro.
Dude,
oh
I
my
still
God.
do every
Yeah.
time. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, oh man, she's
Attack of the Clones. Game
Yeah,
over.
dude.
Yeah.
Anakin broke
Oh.
her heart, bro.
Yeah.
It broke her heart and broke her trachea.
I'm done.
like Anakin, chill the fuck out,
Yeah,
man. And I love how he just kept the move.
Yeah,
He
did
was
you
just like,
guys
you're
ever
first, and I'm gonna as a keeper move. He was like, kill that bitch, and I'm gonna kill every other motherfucker
what
who
a
even.
dick.
Dude, what about in the Revenge of the Sith? You know the scene where Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's like they killed younglings or some shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I guess when they did that take, like I guess he like, because you know how in the movie he kind of like puts his hand over his mouth. I guess he like was about to laugh as he fucking said that.
Really?
Yeah. So
Some of the dialogue
they
is so
killed
cheesy.
younglings. Like,
Yeah.
You know, I read somewhere in like for like a script of Star Wars, like when Padme got to Mustafar, she was supposed to be like try and kill him with like a knife, and then she couldn't do it, and that's why he killed her. And I was like,
That would
took
have
that
been
out?
cool.
I was like, who the fuck took that out? Who
That
was
would have
like,
been awesome.
chill? Nah, that's not what's gonna happen.
Have you seen all the Star Wars?
Oh, come on.
Like no, I mean even like Rogue One.
Yeah,
and Han
Rogue,
Solo.
Rogue
man.
One.
All right, I just wanna make sure, dude.
I've seen all the cartoons.
Oh, I haven't
Oh,
watched
okay.
animated.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you gotta watch.
Okay.
You
All right,
gotta.
Clone
You
Wars
gotta.
is good.
Real Jedi Knight over here, bro.
Real,
Yeah.
real Jedi
Yeah.
Knights over here.
Yeah.
Those Sith gang though.
Oh
yeah, you
yeah,
gotta be-
for real, dude.
yeah.
No, I hate with a passion that Darth Maul became a fucking daddy long leg, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's alive.
That's stupid, bro.
Yeah.
That
in-
that
in the-
pisses me off.
in the cartoon.
spider.
That's why it makes sense.
Yeah, and then they
'cause-
actually brought that into the movies, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought Rogue One was awesome.
I think Rogue One.
Rogue One is
awesome.
Great
Rogue
movie.
One, that's something where like I saw it in the theaters and I didn't really care much for it, but it's very important though.
Ties everything
Yeah,
in
it ties
perfectly.
everything together.
Perfectly.
It's completely necessary.
I
but-
just thought one, it was stupid how Darth Vader at the end of that whole movie standing free of space and just standing there like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
gravity.
dude, that shit was so gangster.
Does
When
not
Darth
apply.
Vader came in, dude.
Dude, he was
came
like,
in like LeBron this
yeah.
year, bro.
You're like, fuck it, dude.
just murdering everybody.
Fuck it.
My guy went medieval, dude.
Yeah.
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 I thought that was great. I thought Solo was pretty good.
Yeah,
Especially
Solo
the-
got a lot of
I'm
hate.
gonna be straight up, dude. I fucking hated
Solo got a
Solo.
lot of hate. I didn't mind it.
I hated
What?
it. Dude, I hated
What
it.
did you not like?
Dude, I just felt like they didn't need to do that. Like
just the
and-
movie?
Yeah, or like I felt like they shouldn't have tried to pick it up when he was young, like right before A New Hope. They should have dialed it back a little bit further. You know?
Like as a youngin?
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
younger?
just younger or something like that. Just not at that age, dude. And they had Emilia Clarke in that one too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what sold it for me, because I was like, oh, this is about to make a whole lot more sense of why, Solo's a scoundrel. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
I thought like, and I thought for all it's worth, I thought Childish
He killed
Gambino
Lando.
played an amazing
Yeah,
fucking
he was
Lando.
awesome.
Dude,
I
I was really
Jesus.
happy they put him in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna fit. I was like, get this corny ass motherfucker out of here.
Yeah.
And then he just comes in and he's fucking gangster
he's
about
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, the only thing that I don't like in these new Star Wars is where they're throwing these fucking women in. Like, stop pressing the issue.
I know.
Like, what was the point of fucking what's her name?
Right?
No, Game of Thrones.
Emilia Clarke's character?
No, not Emilia Clarke. The big.
Oh, Brienne of
Oh,
Tarth.
yo,
Brianna
they wasted that
Yeah,
character. That's my
dude.
biggest beef with this new
Well,
this new trilogy. What's her name?
Oh,
Captain
Phasma.
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 They made her look like
Bro.
such a bitch.
Yeah, like they never took off the mask. Like, if she's a girl, like, why does it matter? Because they're stormtroopers. You're never really supposed to hear stormtroopers talk.
Plus,
right?
you want a strong female character?
Yeah.
How
You
about
got
she be
one.
strong?
No, dude, they have a Jedi.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Rey's
Well,
gangster.
yeah, but no, what pisses me off about Star Wars too, I feel like this whole podcast is gonna be whatever pisses me off. This is like this is how all of our conversations go, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like it's just so unnecessary that they need to make this new Star Wars trilogy have a love story.
So unnecessary.
need it at all, dude.
Oh my god, that I almost walked out of the movie when
Yeah.
when Poe didn't die. Not Poe. Fucking, I can't even remember these characters.
Kylo Ren.
No, the black guy.
Oh, Finn.
Finn. I really.
I hate
can't
that his
even-
name's spelled with an F too, bro.
So
There should
he's
be
in
a
love with the
PH.
Asian girl, right? Is he in love with the Asian girl? Is that what that is now?
That
No,
Asian girl saved
wait,
it.
what?
Rose?
character
Rose?
ever in any Star Wars.
Oh, she's
Rose.
bad. Rose.
Rose.
yeah.
She
Which
was the one
one's
that
Rose?
saved him from like. Didn't he? Was he about to?
Crash. He was about to crash his
Yeah.
speeder
Kamikaze
into
run.
the thing, and I was like, "This is so gangster."
Yeah.
I was
Let him
like,
die.
"This is about to save it," and then she just rams him.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I
Dude,
give
why
up on
can't
this
I
movie.
remember who the fuck Rose is?
It's the Asian
little
woman.
small Asian girl. She got like the
She went to
Did
the.
she have like the goggles? Or was
goggles.
This is how
that-
this is how unimportant her character
Yeah, that's
is. This
very
is-
forgettable.
yeah, very
Gross.
forgettable. They
Like
had
that movie.
They had the whole scene where they were in that like
Oh, yeah.
the casino thing, and I'm just like, this was literally wasting minutes
Yeah.
of cinematography.
That was a rough.
Dude, I
story.
saw. We're talking about the last one though, right?
Yeah, the last.
I
Jedi.
saw that. I was with my dad, my brother, and my younger cousin, and my dad loved Luke Skywalker, bro, growing up. So you know the scene when all of the fucking like AT-ATs are just shooting at him, dude, and then creates all the stuff. He comes out and just brushes off his shoulder. My dad literally said out loud in the theater, "That's what I'm talking about."
Dad move.
Yeah, dude. And then, dude, it wasn't even real, bro. It was really Luke Skywalker crisscross applesauce, like fucking praying, dude.
Force ghosting.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciated that part, like in the sense of like, all right, we got to see some new Force stuff, but I just feel like, and especially in the Rise of Skywalker, why are we just bringing up old things? Like, be creative. Like, why do we need the Sith Lord? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why do we need Palpatine?
Yeah.
Like, he's been dead. Leave him dead. Like, maybe give us a storyline where he like did die but trained another Sith but then died. I was like, I don't understand why Force Awakens they had to make another Death Star.
Yeah.
I don't get, and the next one why we had to go through this whole just like running away scene, like, oh, we're gonna bring in this chick and then we're gonna bring in this chick and then we're just gonna ram the Star Destroyer. Like, that's the plan the whole time. I'm just like, yo, like, you're literally just wasting time.
It's like The Force Awakens too. Is I actually like The Force Awakens better than The Last Jedi.
Yeah, me too.
But that movie's not doing anything different either.
Dude,
it's the same thing as
I feel like
New
the
Hope.
trilogy is just so unnecessary
This
now.
trilogy,
We don't need
this
it.
trilogy was completely unnecessary.
It was a money grab.
Yeah,
It was an
100%.
absolute money grab.
I would have
Now
done the
they're-
same exact shit though. if I
Now
was
they're
them.
fucking like
100%.
the scene that pisses me off in the previews for the new one, because obviously going to see it, right?
Of course.
Right,
Gotta
yeah,
go
not
see
gonna
it.
not. I'm going to
right?
opening night.
I gotta
dude.
give fucking JJ
Talking all
Abrams.
this shit.
cannot,
Talking
yeah.
all this shit. I'm
I
going
gotta
opening
give
night.
you're about
JJ
to go
Abrams
dra-
another fucking job to ruin some movies because he's gonna
Dude, I
fucking
was
blow it
Darth
out of
Vader
the
for
box
Halloween
office.
senior
Right.
year.
What?
I was Darth Vader for Halloween on my senior year.
Hell yeah, you were, bro.
No.
Hell yeah, you were.
Yeah, dude. But what about how Snoke? Remember him?
He was I
Dude,
thought he was gonna be a big deal.
Yeah, no, bust.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
He got killed.
Kwame Brown.
He got killed in 2 seconds by someone who he was controlling or something.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
got cut in half. And then with no lightsaber training at all, or very little, Rey somehow is able to take on the other, like, what do you want to call them? Inquisitors, Imperial Guards, the Knights of Rey, who the fuck knows? Characters that weren't explained. They all had lightsabers, and they were able to murk them. And it's like, what was the point? Like, it would have been dope if they did some sort of battle where it was like Rey got possessed, or, you know, like it was Rey versus all of them. Like, that'd have been fucking gangster as fuck. But it's just like, they just did so much corny shit. Like the way fucking Kylo Ren kills fucking Han Solo.
yeah.
Like, come on, you didn't see that from a fucking million miles away?
I do like that Kylo
Should have
Ren
been
is
Leia,
their,
dude.
their
Honestly,
kid, though.
but rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. But Leia should have been dead.
Yeah, rest in peace,
a
Carrie
long time
Fisher.
ago.
When did Carrie Fisher become a Jedi? Answer me
Dude,
these
she did that
questions.
Superman float.
Bro, she was
shit.
flying, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, she was like Lady Gaga, bro.
Bro, that shit made me
Halo jump.
livid. My blood
Yeah.
started boiling. I'm just like, they're just gonna skip over this. Like,
Yeah.
they're not gonna give us any backstory of like Luke teaching her some Force shit. She was just like, got it. Like, in space, no helmet.
No problem. It's all good.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah,
this,
hold your breath, dude.
Yeah.
and this other one, they have them fucking on fucking horses or some shit.
Yeah.
Riding on the side of a Star Destroyer. Bro, get that shit out of here,
I
bro.
don't even know what Star Wars is anymore. What are we in? What time period are we in, bro?
Dude, I just gotta
Where are we?
say, I can't wait to go see it with you, because every time me and this kid see a shitty movie together, we're just sitting there trashing it the whole fucking
Yeah.
time.
We're in the back.
Like Endgame.
Oh, you guys sit in the
Oh,
back?
Me and this
yeah.
kid were trying so hard not to burst out laughing because we were just trashing it so bad.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
We're critical too. A little
Yeah,
bit, I
but
think.
we don't trash it during the movie though. We wait.
we cut
Y'all
into
don't
it.
have self control.
We don't.
No.
Like that and Last Jedi, we were just roasting it the whole time.
Yeah, The Last Jedi. I remember, like, as soon as the movie ended, I looked at my cousin and I was like, "Did you like that?" And he's like, "I don't think I did." I was like, "Neither did I." I was like, "I don't. This didn't feel right."
Yeah.
So.
I think that was the issue, and then we have the issue of just like, I just think it's just like, I don't know that Disney was the right people to get it.
No.
Like, I
Disney's
just
too scared to do anything. Kill
Dude,
some people.
Yeah, no, Disney, they're taking over.
They are.
They are taking over, dude.
yeah.
Dude, I didn't know they had National Geographic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch The Mandalorian?
I literally
Oh, yeah.
watched 2 episodes last night.
How are you liking it?
No, we actually talked about this morning.
Yeah,
dude.
we did.
So, no, Boba Fett's my favorite character from Star Wars. Don't at me, dude. I'm all about the jetpack. I'm all about the bounty hunter shit.
Me too.
But anyway, so I was pumped that they're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so hold on, let me get this straight. So this is after The Last Jedi and before The Force Awakens, right? Or am I wrong?
No, I think this is after all of this for some reason.
so this
No, I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was in between the new
Yeah, it's in
trilogy
between, I thought.
and excuse me, the Last Jedi.
you could be right. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know, but
But we do know it's just after the Empire.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so and Mandalorian is a religion in this show, from what I'm gathering on it from my 2 episodes.
Which is incorrect. It's a planet with a bunch of people.
Oh, for real?
And the
It's
way
in, it's in the animated show, right? They talk
the
about
anime
the
show. Yeah, so it's like this is where Darth Sidious came in, Darth Maul, because it's like Darth Maul has a brother. They like took over the Mandalorian planet, and like they had
Darth
all
Maul.
this control. But the Sith Palpatine felt that through the Force because there's the law of 2.
Mhm.
Oh, you
Okay,
got
so I
information.
got it. Return of the Jedi takes place in 4 ABY, whatever that means.
4 ABY. We're just making shit
Mandalorian
up.
takes place in 9 ABY, and Force Awakens starts in 34 ABY.
Wait,
Damn.
hold on. What was?
So it's
One more time.
25 years before The Force Awakens.
Oh, okay.
And it's 5 years after The Return of the Jedi.
So before like the New
He's got
Order
that good
or whatever
mental
they're called.
math, dude.
Yeah,
I was in
damn,
my head
that's-
like trying to sound it
Yeah.
out.
So
Sound it out.
so the way that happened was like, so Palpatine came, he kills Darth Maul's brother. Now Darth Maul is like a slave to Palpatine, like just to do what like he wishes, because the whole thing of the Sith is like, before there was just 2, like there's the law of 2. It's like a Sith and his apprentice, and that's the only 2 that can be like on the dark side and be like Jedi or Sith masters. But like when Maul came in, because he was already like an apprentice to Sidious, right? Now he came back because everyone thought he was dead, so there's more than 2 because they had Dooku at the same time, right?
Count Dooku.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah,
he
that's
killed
dope.
his brother and then kept him as like some sort of slave. So now we know. So now through Solo, that's why I kind of like Solo. They tied in the cartoon where I was like, "That's gangster."
Yeah,
you know
I like
what
that
I mean?
a lot.
Because they left it on a cliffhanger because Disney didn't want to make, or Lucasfilms didn't want to keep making the cartoon, so they left it on a cliffhanger. They're gonna come back with the cartoon to explain it, but the Mandalorian stuff is like those bounty hunters were against the Jedi the whole
Oh,
time.
okay.
Like they hate the Jedi. Like they were on the side of like trying to kill the Jedi with the Sith. Like in the Old Republic, like in the cartoon, like one of the Mandalorians has like an Old Republic lightsaber that's black, and like they're all about like killing Jedi.
That's
So
awesome.
it's
Okay.
so it's kind of weird to me because like in the Mandalorian, you'll hear him say it like, I have an enemy. He doesn't know it's my enemy. He doesn't know I'm his enemy. Like with Baby Yoda, you know, it gets a little
Hold on,
confusing.
Can we talk about Baby Yoda, dude? So I'm 2 episodes in for the record. I'm not caught up on it, so I'd appreciate if nobody ruined the shit for me, all right?
Okay.
Because I'm really enjoying it thus far. But dude, Baby Yoda. So I'm for the memes, dude. Let me get that straight, all right? Baby Yoda's cute. All right, can we all agree on that?
Of
Yeah,
course.
of
All
course,
right,
bro.
but what the fuck's his point, dude?
Dude, it's to
Like they
sell
only
some-
threw him
it's-
in to sell
It's
it.
to
Like, they
sell
didn't-
some plush toys for the kids, bro. That's what it's about. It's like
Yeah,
the porn.
this is-
sell some T-shirts to
This
some
is-
ladies.
It's really making me upset because I'm like, all right, here's where we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with here. There's another Jedi out here, like one of the most powerful Jedi, the same creature, you know, is now here, right? This is the same thing, right? But if this is correct in the time period you're talking about, right? Is Yoda popping up in the Rise of Skywalker? Right?
Yeah, I don't.
You got to think about that because, like, now, or is he dead? Did someone kill him? Is the Mandalorian going to end like I really wanted to with icing Baby Yoda? Like,
That'd be
that
awesome.
would be the most gangster shit Disney ever
They don't-
does.
they don't have
What
the
is
balls.
wrong
They don't
with
have-
you guys, bro?
They don't have the balls.
They don't have the balls
What
to
is
do it, man.
wrong with you guys?
I like seeing conflict. Like, this is Star Wars. This is about bounty hunting.
Dude, he's a baby.
He's
He's a
50 years
baby.
old, dude. Just
What
'cause
do you
he can't
mean?
talk,
They
he's
just-
a
they
baby,
just-
bro.
50 years old.
Yeah, and they were gatting at everybody to try and get the baby out
Yeah.
of wherever the fuck they got it from.
Yeah.
Like, no one knows
Dude.
who
That
all
boy
the people.
powerful though.
Oh yeah.
Did you see him stop that? I don't even know what the fuck to call it, dude. With his
The
three
the
fingers.
same rhino that killed fucking
dude.
whoever's dad. Like they blame Dooku, but I blame the concussion
Whoever's dad.
from the rhino, and then he was just standing there. He didn't hit him with the juke step. He just kind of
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
the
it up.
Mandalorian is like a cool version of Batman.
Yeah. I can see it.
I see what you're saying. I think that's a stretch, but
Yeah.
he's not as badass as Batman.
No.
Dude, Batman's not badass at all,
Bro, he's the most
I
badass
hate
because
Batman
he
with a
has
passion, dude.
superpowers, bro. He's killing shit and
He
he
walks
doesn't
around
have
doing that
superpowers.
dumbass voice.
Okay, name me a better. Let's name me a better superhero movie.
Than Batman.
Yeah.
Movie? Man of Steel. Captain America: Civil War. Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
These are
Endgame.
all
of them, bro.
These are movies you could just like watch. Like
Yeah, 100%, dude. I can't just turn on Batman, see Christian Bale do that dumbass voice, bro.
Bro, you're a hater. You're a fucking hater.
Dude,
of
I
Christian Bale.
hate the
Yeah, you're deep.
Batmanerisms. Like
You're
how
deep
he
in the
like
hate.
hangs upside down and shit like a bat. I hate the stupid ears on the top of his head.
Yeah.
I hate everything about him, bro.
Dude, I love Batman.
yeah.
He's one of my favorite.
I
superheroes.
like the movies. This is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna get
okay.
into like characters, but as far as the movies go, Man of Steel isn't even like.
Dude,
First
I
of
fuck
all,
with Man of Steel.
as far as like top 5 superhero movies go, all the Batmans come in 1, 2, and 3. You can rearrange those orders, but
bro.
I don't know. I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah,
superhero and then Watchmen, like
I haven't seen any of the Watchmen. There's
Nah,
a
I've
movie,
never
right?
seen
There's a
one. I've
movie and then
never
a
seen
TV
Watchmen,
show.
I'll be straight
I haven't
up,
seen. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
nah, you're
Show's
doing yourself-
okay.
Yeah,
Movies
you're doing
really
the
good.
movies.
Movies
not
better.
good.
I'll have to
Movies
check it
not
out.
good.
Yeah, I'll have to binge it.
What is your top 5 superhero
top
movies?
5? Damn, dude. So I'm going right.
Dude, I
up
think
the easy
Infinity
on
War is
the-
the best, honestly.
Yeah,
Infinity
War.
War.
I love Infinity
I love
War.
part 1 of
Infinity
Infinity
War.
War.
is the best.
I love Infinity
love
War.
Infinity War is the best. That is
sorry.
absurd.
Infinity War.
I can't even believe you didn't put Iron
and The
Man
Dark
1
Knight.
up there.
Iron Man 1.
Dude,
Iron
yeah,
Man,
Man's
Iron
another
Man
I'd be
1
with.
is without a doubt top 5.
I
That movie,
agree.
gas.
I agree with that.
Like if you're not putting any of the Spider-Mans with fucking Tobey Maguire,
Oh yeah, bro.
no, I think
Spider-Man
that's
2
wrong.
is awesome.
Is that his name, Tobey Maguire?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's his name.
No.
Yeah, Tobey
It's
Maguire.
not Chump's name. Yeah, it's
Something
Toby.
Maguire.
Wait, it's Toby.
Yeah, it's Toby.
Yeah, it's Toby Maguire, right? Yeah, no, dude. Andrew Garfield was better than him, dude.
I didn't
Andrew
see any of
Garfield was
those
the
amazing
best one.
Spider-Mans. I never seen them.
Andrew Garfield was the best Spider-Man. And Tom Holland's probably better.
Tom Holland. Yeah,
Dude,
Tom
Tobey
Holland's
Maguire.
What are you talking
Bro,
about?
have you seen
Well,
Tobey
Andrew
Maguire do that
Garfield was
dumbass
good,
crying?
The movie sucked.
I didn't see
Wasn't
any of
his
them.
fault.
Whatever, bro. I got numbers against me right now, dog. Nah, dude.
I don't even know what you're talking about right
Bro,
now.
have
You're
you
saying the
seen
one that, yeah, I've seen it.
Dude, Tobey Maguire. What about the shit with him crying? He's got those bangs and the other one, dude. You know what I mean?
He's
He's
being a
walking
emo
around.
face.
He's going
It's emo
like that
face.
to girls,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, no.
What do you
That's
mean?
a
That was when
three.
he was possessed by Venom. That was
Yeah.
great.
I
Yeah.
hate Tobey Maguire, bro, as Spider-Man. I thought Andrew Garfield was just better, man.
I can't judge. I have not seen Andrew Garfield. I haven't
You
seen his
haven't?
movies. I haven't seen any of
Yeah,
his
I've
movies.
seen it, and I don't know where you
You like
get
Tom
that.
Holland more?
What?
Do you like Tom Holland more?
Here's my problem.
Uh,
All right, I'm gonna tell you my problem right now, and I want people to have this with open ears. Like, take this in as information. I'm gonna give you underlying information. I have a child. I have a 6-year-old son. I've literally, since the time he was born, have seen every single one of these Marvel movies in theater.
Okay.
I liked Homecoming. I liked everything else that involved it. But I have to say, Spider-Man: Far From Home is forgettable.
I agree. I can agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Homecoming was great though. I thought.
Yeah, Homecoming.
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
Homecoming.
Homecoming
was
They
good.
definitely dropped the ball. I think on the second one.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
like,
It's forgettable.
Yeah,
it's
forgettable is a great adjective.
did they nail Mysterio and like who they casted and what he does?
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
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 Yeah. The only part of that movie that was good is when he did the like illusion shit and he got hit by the train.
That was
I was
awesome.
like, that's gangster.
The effects in that movie were awesome. Like I
Yeah.
love that with Mysterio. That was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
besides that,
sucked.
it's a forgettable movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree. Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
forgettable.
So I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, I love that they kept the fucking the Daily Bugle guy. The same thing at the end.
J. Jonah
Oh, yeah,
Jameson.
I was just like, in my head, I was just clapping. I was like,
That was pretty
whoever
awesome.
whoever was like, we got to get J. Jonah Jameson back, the original.
Perfect
I was
casting.
like, that guy needs a raise.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the dude who was like, bring him back. Give him a raise. Like I was the best part of the movie for me. Like at the end when he's like swinging around and he was like Peter Parker Spider-Man. I was like, I'll watch the next one because
Yeah.
before that they lost me.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I was just like, the Marvel movie at this point is just so foreseeable. It's like I need a little surprise. I need like something that I'm not expecting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like we knew Thanos was gonna get the Infinity Stones. We knew he was gonna wipe everyone out. We knew everyone's gonna come back. I need something that I don't see coming. Like I feel like all of these things are just like a volleyball set up in the air, and it's just like regular storylines coming to spike it down.
Yeah, I think Marvel's going into tank mode though.
I don't know where they're gonna go now. Honestly,
did you see the trailer for Black Widow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Scarlett Johansson's bad as
Yeah,
fuck.
she- yeah,
Like
she
I'm
is.
going. I'll go see the movie.
And my boy Hopper's in it from Stranger Things.
I think it'll be good because I don't think it'll be too much of like a superhero movie. I think they're trying to make it more like a darker,
Like a spy
Yeah.
movie?
yeah, more like that. So I
That should
think-
be interesting.
Yeah, but here's
I
here-
might wait for it to
Here's
come
my
out
problem.
on Netflix,
She's not
though.
gonna die
Yeah.
because
Disney
she's
Plus.
gonna be.
This is before, right? This
yeah,
is-
this is in
this is before.
between Infinity War and Endgame.
Endgame. Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh,
this is
thought it was
I didn't
way
know
further
that. You
back
know,
for
I
some
thought it was
reason.
just after.
Okay.
No,
She made it out, right?
She's dead.
Oh, she died too?
Spoiler. She's dead. Yeah, she died.
Infinity War
Did
or
she
yeah,
die?
Endgame.
She died
yeah,
in
She died in
Endgame.
Endgame?
yeah.
That's
Okay.
the one they-
She murked herself.
Her and Hawkeye were fighting over who wants to die.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way you rolled your eyes, I was like, one of you just died.
Yeah.
It could be one or the other.
Bitch, I'm
But
just
the more,
jumping. See ya.
the more they did that shit, the more I hated
Yeah.
it. Like
We're
I
doing
was like,
this.
someone has to die, and then they bring back fucking Star-Lord's bitch. I was so upset.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, leave them dead.
Oh, Gamora.
We're gonna bring in an
Yeah.
alternate
Yeah.
Gamora.
Yeah,
Fuck outta here,
alternate
man.
Gamora.
Dude,
on.
I'm not gonna lie. I love Star Lord's fucking track list though, dude.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
It's
impeccable.
so good.
It's amazing.
fucking
It's
impeccable.
amazing.
I could listen to that whole soundtrack.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 soundtrack.
Woo.
Is heat.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, it is.
Just heat.
Oh, yeah,
like,
it is.
if you played that just like with a girl like on a road trip, like if they don't like it, like you leave them where you're going.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? If they're not
This is
singing,
your stop. Get the fuck out.
yeah, if they're not singing along with you. Like
yeah.
pull off to a rest stop.
Ta-
be like,
take a walk.
yeah, because that's just absurd. You know. But
Yeah.
what do we cover? So we did that. We did that.
We're some nerds, guys.
Yeah, we
Damn.
are some
Yeah,
fucking
nerd talk.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's nerd talk real quick.
Yeah,
But these
some
are
negative nerds.
That's what we
so
talk about all the time.
well, these are things that have to be discussed because it's like when we
100% necessary.
when we look at these things, it's like my biggest beef is just like with these. I like where Netflix and Disney and like Hulu are going to like make their own content because it's like at least it gives us some diversity. But I feel like this like network type mentality that's like falling into streaming, like we're not getting like what we really want or creatively because everyone's like trying to buffer it. Like
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I really liked was like the end of the Harry Potter series. Like I just loved how it progressively got darker and darker and darker. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like this is exactly how it's supposed to go. They started as kids, light and kind of just like, oh, this is kind of like feels like a kids movie. And then as it progressed, it's like, oh,
It gets fucking
it gets dark.
It does.
Yeah. And I'm just like, yo, this is fire.
I love Harry Potter, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't like.
You don't like Harry Potter at all.
I don't know why.
What's good with you, bro?
Bro, alright, when I was
Got
younger, I
issues,
got
bro.
compared to Harry Potter so many fucking times.
You got
'Cause
what?
I got compared to Harry Potter.
You
Dude.
a scarred
I
head?
told you, bro. I had the circle glasses. I had those bangs.
I'm sorry your parents did that to you, honestly. I'm really fucking sorry.
Dude, so like people would always be like, "Yo, you look like Harry Potter," and then like I'd watch those movies. I'd see that little bitch ass rub his forehead, dude, carrying his books to class, too scared to skip, using that invisible blanket to read more. Not about him, dude. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Just to
Yeah,
study.
yeah, dude.
You just wanted to study extra.
Yeah, I'm not about it.
Yeah.
Not on the bandwagon.
Yeah, they definitely flamed you for that Harry Potter look.
Yeah,
Jesus
dude,
Christ,
damn.
they would have fucking. I would have piled
I'm
on
so
right
sorry.
on there.
Dude, like, I remember I was at a family party one time. This guy was drunk. He came up to me. He's like, Harry Potter, like talking to me as if I was Harry Potter, dude.
You whipped out a wand.
So anti shout out to him, dude. He knows who he is.
Anti shout out.
Yeah, he knows who he is.
First anti shout out on the podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm not a Harry Potter guy.
All right, well let's
You're a communist.
You're a
we're
Hufflepuff, bro.
Awful putt, little
cuss at me.
fucking yeah. So let's get back into like why you guys like started a podcast because
okay.
we started. You guys mentioned the nerd shit, and I need to get that. I need to.
Yeah.
I need to
Super
know.
necessary.
I
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
know
we
who
have to
I'm
get that out of the way.
sitting with.
Of
Because if
course.
you were like, oh, if you were to tell me like the last 3 Star Wars or the last 2 Star Wars movies were good, like we're gonna wrap this up pretty quick.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I trust you guys now.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, I trust you a lot now.
Yeah,
I trust you a lot.
Yeah, you guys are good guys.
Yeah.
We're all on the same page here now.
So starting the podcast, like, so you finished college or you finished?
I
college?
finished college, yeah. It was mainly him. He's the one who kind of wanted to do it. And I'll be honest, many of the times I was like, podcast? Are
Yeah.
you sure? I don't know if I
Yeah.
could do that. And you kept on me.
Yeah,
so
I had to like
alright.
nag him about it. I was like, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you listen to, he's hilarious.
I
need him on.
I
the
got
podcast,
commitment
dude.
issues,
Yeah,
bro.
so
Yeah.
yeah, he's got only child syndrome, dude. So like it's hard to get him with like to stay around for a
Get him
while.
out of the house.
Yeah. So no, I don't know. We used to talk about shit. Then like if you have like a really funny conversation, it just kind of sticks with you for like a few hours and shit. You know what I mean? And like that, because I work with him, so I see him like 5 times a week, bro.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, we gotta like record this shit and make it more fun,
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, no. And then we both listened to like so many other podcasts and shit. So I was like, dude, we should just start our own.
Yeah. Before you showed me like D'Elia's
Yeah.
and like Theo Vaughn's and everything. Before that, I just listened to like sports podcasts, which is great. But like then I started listening to these comedians. I'm like, damn, these guys are fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
they're so quick witted. Like that's the one thing I like. It's insane to me how some of them do it. Like, I mean, you're paid to be a comedian, so I guess that's kind of it. But it's like, damn, bro. Like that's one thing I try to do on the podcast, but sometimes it's hard, man. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you don't have it. Like
Yeah.
I don't like saying it, but like I say it in like a respectful way. Is like I think those comedians' podcasts, they're way funnier on their podcast than they are writing
Absolutely.
material.
Dude, I could not
like,
agree more.
Because like when they write material, like they're obviously trying to tell a joke and set a storyline and like do an hour. But when they're naturally just like they fall, like when I'm listening to Chris D'Elia's podcast and he's
Yeah.
that stuff. It's like
His bits are just ridiculous.
Are just like, yo, how are you coming up with this on the fly right now?
Yep.
Like it's incredible how the mind works in an instant, and to see that, I think it's so much funnier than to see them after they've perfected their hour. You know what I mean? Because I don't feel that rawness to it. Like Andrew Schultz, like
Dude, he's my favorite, dude.
Yo, he's
Yeah.
been fucking.
Flagrant 2 is awesome.
Flagrant 2 is
Yeah.
fucking hysterical. Like the way him and Kaz fucking.
Did you listen to Brilliant Idiots?
Of course, with
Yeah,
Charlemagne,
yeah.
yeah.
That one's probably my favorite though.
Yeah.
That one or Flagrant 2.
Yeah, because they're just. I feel like all of us, like you two, me and Connor, just like we have these conversations where we're just like in tears anyways, and it's like who else isn't gonna fucking start fucking laughing at this? Like it's funny as funny, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
These conversations we have, like you guys work together, we hang out all the time, and we have these hour-long conversations and these funny-ass things to say anyways. Like, so why not record them?
Yeah.
And then refine them from there, because like we're pretty young, and like to refine like what we do and what we talk about is going to take probably like 5 years anyways.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I think we all find the podcast we like or the people we like, and we try to imitate, but then try and find our own voice too, because that's like I compare it to like basketball or something. Like when you saw like AI or the And One videos, and you just try to like fucking burn everybody, but that's not your thing. And then over time, you might have like learned like, oh, I'm good at the shot, I'm good on the inside. It's like perfecting that over time, and it's like just getting out and doing it is the first step. I think a lot of people like us and like myself were like, yo, I'm trying to start a podcast, and just be like, well, how to, I don't know, and then just go through it, and then finally just like, fuck it, we're doing it.
It's so fun to do too. Like I honestly love doing it.
Yeah, because it's like an excuse to hang out and just talk, and shoot shit about stuff.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, but I think our best ones though, or like if we're working, dude, I wish we were able to like mic ourselves up at work.
Oh, I know. Yeah, because we're just fucking.
Yeah.
We're ruthless, man.
Where do you work?
We work at Old Navy.
Yeah, we work that retail life.
Oh,
bro.
you work that retail
Yeah,
life.
dude.
Oh, that's probably some funny ass.
Oh, dude, the shit you see on a daily basis.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be mic'd up, bro. Have
Yeah.
like fucking like NFL films, bro. Follow us around.
Just through the shelves.
Joey's on register, like
Yeah,
okay.
dude.
I was thinking of doing something like a YouTube series or something like later, because me and all my friends worked in the same retirement home kitchen. Like it was like me and like 7 of my closest
That's
friends.
awesome.
And it literally was like you were constantly getting flamed from one side of the kitchen. Like you would just hear, say, look at her shoes, look at her shoes, look at her shoes. And then you turn around, everyone's laughing, be like, you mother. And you're just like, it was just so funny because like the bosses all hated us. Connor worked there too.
Oh, you were there too?
Oh, yeah.
It was a shit show.
It was a shit
funny.
show. It was
Especially me and this kid, we get yelled at all the time.
All
'cause
the
we just
time.
be
That's us.
fucking dying laughing in like the kitchen, just like me and him were just dishwashers, and we just be in like the dish room, and we just be fucking roasting each other, roasting everybody there. Like our boy Shahid was there, and we'd always just be talking so much shit, just saying the funniest things.
I feel like that, dude. That's the thing about like we talk about this too, but like friend groups. You have to be able to flame each other, and roast each other, dude.
Yeah.
Because if you can't, like, oh my god, man,
all that.
I don't understand it.
That's probably because I didn't go to high school with him. I went to Niskuna, and then you went to Mohawk.
I went to Mohawk.
Yeah,
the Dirty Dam.
Yeah, shout out Dirty Dam. But yeah, so I only have a few friends from high school, but I was friends with him. So then I kind of migrated into his friend group, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's just so fun when you're able to flame your friends.
Yeah.
You know, because I got some friends who just can't like handle
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You know what I mean. So it's like
Without getting like too soft about
yeah,
it.
yeah. We have one friend that we always fuck with on the like he's not even there at the podcast, but like we just flame him anyways. J.R. Schmidt, shout out.
Yeah. J.R. Schmidt.
That's what
My boy's a shooter.
Yeah, shooters gonna shoot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's like just doing it. I don't even know what I was gonna say. Damn, I lost it. My train just fucking crashed. Anyways, so you went to Niskayuna. How'd you like that?
It was alright.
You- you-
alright, dude.
You like high school?
Privileged kid, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Privileged lifestyle.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
dude.
fuck it.
Rich school, rich friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was alright. I mean, it's high school, dude. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I wish they would. I wish like a lot of things like when I was in high school, like these things were presented as options, like try it out, like podcasting or just like
Yeah,
studio,
there's none of that.
There's none of that. So it's like you don't know, and then you got to take a risk with your own cash, and like now I got to buy fucking microphones.
Yeah.
I gotta learn how to edit. You know, I gotta do this and that.
Dude,
and
he
it's
does the edit. I have no idea how to do any of like the editing.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's him. I mean, we had one class at my high school. It's called MIDI.
Mhm.
It was kind of like a digital media class, but it was more so for like music though,
Yeah.
like editing music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was through like keyboards and shit. I don't know, it was weird, but I never took it though because it was just too high tech for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not my thing.
No. I mean, I use GarageBand mostly. Like, I feel like I'm not even that, like, well, like, I don't even feel like I know that much, but, like, I kind of bullshit my way through it. And,
Yeah.
I mean, most of what you have to do, honestly, is just sit down and, like, YouTube tutorials, bro. Like, that's, YouTube has everything,
Yeah,
Google has everything, you know what I mean?
100%.
And you'll fucking learn. Like, that's what, if anybody, like, starts a podcast, like, that's what you got to do.
I YouTube tutorial fucking everything
Exactly.
under the sun. Like this camera, I watched so many fucking videos on like what camera to buy and like everything about it, pros and cons, and I'm just like,
Yeah, that's how I found out how we should like which mics we should get.
Right.
Yeah.
Just starting it out, you know,
Yeah.
without like costing an arm and a leg.
yeah, no, these mics are gonna cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah, these are nice.
These fucking killed me. I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, I should have just got the shitty ones.
Yeah, what do we got? We got a snowball and a Yeti.
Yeah, we got them snowball.
No,
Yeah,
Yetis.
the blues.
That's what I figured with the fucking wine, because that's what my other fucking one of my friends did and put out a podcast, and I was like, yo, your shit wasn't doing right.
It's fucking annoying, man.
Yeah, because as soon as like I did like a couple of podcasts where it was like I tried to line up audio and the video, and I fucking like didn't watch the rest of it because it then like unsynced halfway through, so it's just like me talking and the vocals are way off, and I'm just like,
Yeah, you do the video too. Like, that's so much more work.
Yeah,
in my
that's
like,
a lot going on.
you know what I mean? Like, even just for me now, like doing the audio edit, I'm like, fuck.
yeah,
Okay, I'll fuck this up, and then it's like, oh, doing a video edit. Fuck, hopefully I don't fuck this up either. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I think you guys are doing like a really good job for like what you guys are doing, just starting and stuff. Like on like you've been pretty consistent with it. Like
Mhm.
you have,
Thank you.
you know. You said you had what, like 15 episodes?
Yeah,
we got 15
Is
right
it 15
Yes, sir.
episodes, first year. Any big plans? Like 2019's ending, you started your podcast. What's the goals for 2020?
We're just trying to expand.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to kind of reach different like bases of like listeners. You know,
Mhm.
we have a strong European following though.
You
which
do.
is-
Yeah,
which is
Yeah,
crazy.
it's weird. Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
Basement Banter podcast.
Yeah, dude. Like we're in like a few European countries. Honestly, now we're 11 European countries.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's weird.
How do these
though.
people find us?
Yeah.
Is my question.
Yeah.
Internet,
no
man.
Yeah,
This
it's
is the
cra-
fucking
it's
internet.
crazy.
Yeah,
man.
but we're trying. We want to get more listeners like around here though.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Something a little more local, a little more like a little more consistent.
Yeah, I want like
It's
more of
a-
a bigger core audience base.
Yeah.
I think, from
Yeah.
around here. You
You're
know.
about to do a European live podcast.
Yeah,
tour.
we're gonna do a
yeah.
meet and
We're doing
greet.
meet and
Yeah.
greets.
Meet and greet in
We're
Amsterdam.
going to TwitchCon.
TwitchCon.
TwitchCon. Yeah, we're influencers.
Add us for promotions.
Yeah.
We'll shove emails in the description.
Right.
So for 2020, you're trying to expand. What does that mean for expansion? Better equipment. Better
No, I wouldn't even
production?
say equipment. I would literally just say just for listeners' sake.
Yeah,
you know?
I like us to be a little bit more consistent. Like, we've been consistent, I feel like, but I think we need to be a little bit, like, I know sometimes I get lazy. Like,
Yeah, me
I
too.
definitely get
Yeah.
lazy. And I think we just have to consistently get it out at that time, because I think if you get people coming back that time every week, like, I think they'll be more loyal, you know what I mean? And expect it. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That and coming up with better topics too. You know, because even like they're funny because they're like dumb, but you know, because our big rules on our podcast are we don't really like talk about sports, even though we both love sports. We don't talk about politics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
because
so-
I think the main reason we don't talk about sports is because we don't want to get labeled as like a sports podcast. 'Cause
Yeah.
we wanted to keep it away from that if we could.
Yeah, because we like to have like just dumb senses of humor with it.
Yeah.
You know, just we like to keep it light, keep it funny. But
Yeah.
we went through a little bit of a rabbit hole of conspiracies like early on,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard to
We
get
love
out
that
of
shit. We
yeah.
love conspiracy stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Love the conspiracies.
Yeah. We just like to keep it
It's all
light.
culture, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the culture.
Facts.
Yeah.
So let's get into the sports. What are your teams?
Dude, I got my Cowboy socks on right now.
Ooh.
How about them?
6 and 7, baby, in the
Because we didn't
playoffs.
boys.
Because they smell. Go ahead.
And then I like Cowboys, and then I like the Lakers. I'm an OG now. I swear to God, I've always
like
liked those
every
teams.
Cowboys fan
Is
is
a
a
Laker
fucking
fan?
is a Laker fan. They're just like this
90s all
team's-
day, baby.
Yeah, dude. The
Yeah.
storied franchises. That's why.
Yeah, dude.
I'm all over the board. I'm a Bulls fan, but like I'm not an old school Bulls fan. Like I like the D Rose Bulls, like those
Yeah.
Bulls. Yankees, big Yankees guy. Colts, big Colts guy. I'm all over the place. And then the Rangers. I watch some hockey. Syracuse Orange basketball too. Shout out. They suck too.
Yeah, I'm
All
I'm
my teams suck.
a Pats fan.
Bro, is that even football, dude?
System,
Is that? Do you like football?
I
Or do you
wouldn't
like
even
Tom
turn-
Brady kissing his son, dude?
No, it's a systems, man. Systems work.
I wouldn't even
Bro.
tune in to football. Really.
Yeah,
Like, that's
goddamn,
dumb.
dude. I remember we went to
Dumb.
B-Dubs, and there was that one guy wearing like a fucking Gronkowski jersey, dude. And then every first down, he'd be standing up like, yeah.
Dude,
It
my
was
season
start,
won't
like,
start till the playoffs. If I'm a Pats fan, I'm like, I don't give a shit about this. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna lose. They might lose to KC today. but
cares?
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares, dude?
So we got.
They're gonna be hosting a playoff
that's our
game in
parlay.
January. So
That's
yeah.
what you got. Chiefs in a parlay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got them.
Yeah.
We're getting into the sports gambling. I'm trying to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. Well,
Trying to get into
so what are your parlays? We got some parlays running right now.
yeah?
Let me talk about it. I got the Bucks. I had the Bucks -4 against the Clippers.
Yeah, in a different one.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're talking NBA.
Well, I'm talking about in general. So I had it all over the place parlay. So I had the Bucks -4 against the Clippers. I had Anthony Joshua winning against Andy Ruiz in boxing. Easy.
Nice.
Got that decision. What do you got
I don't
He
like
hates
him.
him,
I
too.
hate Anthony Joshua.
You hate Anthony
I
Joshua?
hate Anthony Joshua, dude.
We'll get into it. And then I had Detroit +12.5. And then I had, oh God, this is going to fucking. Detroit +12.5. I think Matt Stafford should have 3 rings. That's just me.
Is he playing today?
No,
He's-
David Blow is starting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Blau?
Blau.
Blau.
Same
Blau.
Blau.
Blah, 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 blah.
So you had David Blau starting. What was it? So it was that. It was Detroit +12.5. And then what
We have a
was it?
Detroit one too, right?
Seahawks
No.
-3 because Seahawks were +1. How are they underdogs to the fucking Rams?
Yeah, we picked the Seahawks too.
They were away. That's why.
I don't give a.
Still,
Dude,
I
I
don't-
don't make the rules, bro.
I don't give a.
That's
Rams ain't
sports
done
book.
shit this year.
I don't give a fuck. And
Dude,
then
the Rams are fucked for
and
years.
then
Jared Goff. Have fun.
Ravens -6.
So you put NBA into mixed in with NFL in your
Yeah,
parlay?
NFL
Huh.
and boxing.
Interesting.
We're new to this gambling life.
Yeah.
We're
I
getting
got,
into
I
it,
got
though.
him doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
So you're the
sprinkle
money
football,
guy.
basketball, hockey.
Oh,
I'll
he's
put
been
it all
preaching the
together.
hockey. So what he's been
Oh.
preaching that's been hitting all year.
Sabres, overtime, draws.
My guy knows
All
the
the time.
algorithm.
Damn.
Hits
Saber
like
draws.
once a week.
Okay.
You just gotta roll with it.
And last week I called against Dolphins versus Eagles. The Dolphins were +9.5. I was like, nah, you take the -4, and it was like +4, 420, 430 or something like that. And Connor's fucking an Eagles fan over there. He's like, no way, dude, blah blah blah. And they
Sorry,
fucking
bro.
torched them, dude.
Oof.
A little bit of Fitz magic on
Oh, yeah.
anything can make any. If you put Fitz magic hair on a shitty sub, it's probably the best sub you've ever had.
Dude, I will. I'm afraid to bet against them because you're just, dude. You just know Fitzmagic's gonna come out and you're like, fuck, that's it. Why did I bet against them?
Fitzmagic is a good quarterback and Flores is a good coach.
Yeah.
Like,
What's
he's-
the stat that Fitzmagic on every team he's bet on has thrown a touchdown against Philly?
Yeah, he scored against, I think, 7 teams. He scored a touchdown against the Eagles.
Damn,
Crazy.
What?
Fly Eagles
he's-
fly.
dude, he's like a fourth
That's
through
what
the
I was
league.
saying to him. I
Jeez.
wish I had noticed that before because, like, I was thinking about it and I was like, dude, I can remember him scoring. Like, he torched him when he was on the Bucks, fucked him up when he was on the Jets, and like definitely cooked him once when he was on the Bills.
The Bills, yeah.
And I was like, dude, how did I not see this coming?
How did I not see this? So I had that last week. So I'm feeling pretty good about I'm on a roll a little bit. A little bit of a roll.
Okay.
You know, but this parlay life is hard. You know,
Dude, it is hard.
Yeah.
It's very challenging.
So what is yours looking like this
week?
week? Because you got the Chiefs.
I'm in 2 right now.
You got the Chiefs, which is a bad bet.
Yo, do ours. What do we got?
We got Chiefs plus 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got Seahawks plus 3.5.
Yep.
Okay.
We got
plus 3.5.
Yeah. Well, because when I looked originally, it was like plus 3, and then I want that 3.5.
Yeah, you want that extra.
And then we got Minnesota. Yeah, they're all pretty much money line. No, we got point spread, like 2 money lines. We got Green Bay minus 7.5 winning though. We got Minnesota minus 3.5. What's that? What am I at now? 4?
Yeah. What do we have? 8?
Yeah, we have 8, and then we have Houston straight
Houston
up
over Denver.
And then we got Baltimore minus 3. And then what's that? 6? Fuck, that's 6. What are the other? Wait, yo, I'm at fucking. I didn't even put my thumb up, dude. God damn.
Bro, what are you counting?
Wait, I'm trying to think. Yeah, what other ones?
And then there was that KC Patriots, right?
Yeah, KC Patriots.
Yeah.
There's one more. What is it?
I think it was one of the money lines. I don't remember which one it is though. Yeah.
Bad.
That's not bad. Yeah, we do so on Thread the Spread, which is our sports podcast. We do like Pray for Our Parlay, which is usually just like the football parlay of the week, which sometimes hit our friend who like came on the podcast for like the first time in a while, hit one for $3,000. Just
that's like our boy. Dude.
Yeah.
He goes every weekend and he'll bet $20.
Always
$700. Yeah.
Always winning.
But he bets college football though. For the most part, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
College football.
Dude, college football I won't bet on because it's just.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
knows?
Yeah.
All you got to do is bet on every unranked team versus a ranked team if you were looking to make any money.
Yep.
Like if you're like a serious bettor, like you bet on college and put it on favorites and you'll get money back. But if you're not, you don't have money to bet. It's like you got to put it on the underdogs.
And that's
always.
so not gonna happen. I feel like for the most part.
Oh, this is the year of the underdogs and the unranked teams. Like these unranked teams have been whooping ass lately.
Yeah, seriously.
Like I'm wondering if this is going to translate into the tournament, NCAA tournament, March Madness. I'm wondering.
Great. I think college basketball this year is like there's no like runaway team. I think Duke lost already. Kentucky lost. Yeah. So there's no like dominant team.
I think Purdue lost too, or something like that. Like
I don't even know who the number 1 team is this year.
Yeah, that's a good question.
It was it Kentucky or Duke?
Kentucky started, I think, or Michigan State was number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they lost. So.
Yeah, so that's what we do for like the parlays and shit. But you said you didn't like Anthony Joshua.
No, I hate Anthony Joshua.
Why do you hate Anthony?
Because I hate that he really only fights if the money's right, and I feel like he kind of dodges Wilder and Fury.
I don't think he can anymore.
No, not anymore, dude.
Yeah, he got those belts.
He's gonna catch the Alabama hammer from Deontay, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be because did you watch Deontay's last fight against King Kong?
No, I didn't.
Against Ortiz, King Kong Ortiz.
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, he lost. He was a 7th round knockout.
I tried to stream it. Yeah.
He knocked him out in the 7th, and the whole time, Deontay's just losing round after round.
Dude, that's the thing. Do you think he actually had a draw with Fury? Or do you think Fury won that?
I think Fury won.
Yeah, me too.
But I think the draw was appropriate because the ref definitely fucked up. Like,
I
Fury was out. Like if it was a real clock, Fury's out of there. You know what I mean?
Dude, did you see the way he comes through? Yeah.
Head up, just like comes off the Kansas and wins the rest of that round.
Yeah.
Like
dude,
hurt Deontay Wilder in the corner. Is like
pops up like the Undertaker, bro.
And all of his last fights against, I mean, he got cut in the Otto Von Wallen fight, but that's even still crazy that he came back from that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
He had that guy's
a young lion. He's supposed to be good.
Oh, he's undefeated.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, if it was in New York and that cut was there, that fight was called. You know what I mean? Otto Von Wallen would have won that.
Is Anthony Joshua like your favorite?
No. Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
I think
just respects him.
Yeah.
I just respect him. Okay. Canelo Alvarez has to be like one of my favorite fighters currently.
Yeah, me too. I'm a big Canelo fan.
Big Canelo fan. Like, and I think like this fight was just like, to me it was an easy look because I knew fucking Ruiz is in training. Like he's posting all these videos, necklace. Like he was supposed to go into training camp in July. He didn't show up till September or something.
I was listening to a few podcasts that said that Anthony Joshua got knocked out like a week ago in sparring.
Recently?
Yeah, I don't know if it was true or not, but it was just on like Rogan. It was on.
He got knocked out before
in the last
in the
fight.
last
I heard
one.
it happened again last week. So
Oh.
I really thought Andy Ruiz was gonna knock him out.
Nah, as soon as I saw Andy Ruiz came in 16 pounds over what he did last time at 280 something, I was like, no way.
Yeah, I don't know
Anybody
shit
in it?
about boxing, but if I were that dude Ruiz, I don't give a fuck either. Like he won the first time, I'd be like, all right, if I lose this time,
he
I'm gonna
was
rematch,
struggling-
make
he
more
was
money.
struggling for money. He was
Yeah.
he was a good boxer, and he was like one of the this is one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. So he took home tons of cash.
Yeah.
So it's like as long as he manages that well, maybe there's a third fight
yeah.
5 years down the line. There's no way he gets that anytime soon. We got Wilder Fury in February, which is going to be a fucking outstanding fight.
Can't wait.
I can't wait. I'd love to see Fury retain his linear title,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
I like both those guys so much though.
That Alabama hammer,
Yeah.
you know, from Deontay Wilder.
To this day.
Till this day. You can't get touched by that guy
Yeah.
at all. What he knocked out Ortiz with that just like overhand,
Dude, and everyone's
right
saying
on the
him
top.
versus Francis Ngannou in a boxing match. Dude, Deontay would mess him up, I'm saying.
Yeah. What?
You think... Oh, I thought you
Absolutely.
think... Oh, okay.
No, and Ngannou, first of all, it's like you got to take it in perspective. It's like boxing is such a specific force. Do I think Ngannou can do it? Yeah, but if Wilder's smart, he's going to take him so early. Like, he's going to take him when he's super green, like
Yeah.
a McGregor fight, and just fucking...
Dude, that shit was so dumb, the McGregor-Mayweather fight.
Oh, my God. That shit was just...
I
So
watched it.
stupid.
That's like the
Yeah,
one
I watched
boxing
it
fight I
too.
tuned
We all
into.
watched
Yeah,
it.
but everyone
We all
watched it.
it.
It's like the new Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
So we watch it, but...
I watched
Yeah.
that
Yeah, of
shit on
course.
Periscope. I was like, I ain't paying attention.
Yeah,
to
same.
this shit.
I think I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like that shit was stupid in the sense of whoever thought Floyd Mayweather was going to lose to an 0-0 fighter.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand, one, how he took that on his professional record. That's what he retired on. 50-0. On 50-0 fighting a brand new amateur
Yeah.
into boxing. It's outrageous. It's fucking a robbery. Like, he could have fought so many different people. Like, give me the Canelo fight again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would have shoved chips in the middle. I'd have paid $150 for that, honestly. Like, no shit. Like, if they were like $150, Canelo, Floyd Mayweather 2, I'm paying it. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's because you just want to see Canelo knock him the fuck out.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'd
but
love to
it's-
see- I would love to see
Floyd
Canelo knock
is
Floyd
crispy.
out.
Floyd is still crispy.
He ain't
like-
that crispy.
Best defensive boxer ever. I mean, do you think he can't? It depends what weight they did it at. I think Floyd would make him suck weight. You know what I mean? He's fighting as a light heavyweight now at 178.
Dude, I just think it's so gangster how Canelo went up. to
Oh,
fight
and knocked out
Yeah, dude,
Kovalev?
that's so dope.
Bro, I had Kovalev under 10.5 rounds.
Oh, you bet on Kovalev?
No, I had Canelo
Oh,
at under
okay.
10.5 rounds. Knocks him out in the 11th at the
Dude,
pack.
I
man.
texted my brother on the last Style Bender fight. I was like, dude, round 2, he's going to knock out Whitaker. I didn't bet on it.
Yeah.
I just said it, but I wish I fucking did.
Yeah.
And of course, that's the one that
Yeah,
fucking...
that literally happened.
Stylebender hit, man.
Yeah.
Even though it should have been the first round, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Stylebender's is looking vintage. I don't know who's gonna beat him, but the fight, the fight no one talks about that I really want to see for fucking a defense against the BMF title. Tony Ferguson, Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, yeah.
That's-
I started
that's-
watching UFC probably about a year ago.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I hopped on the Masvidal bandwagon as soon as Ben Askren started talking shit to him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I jumped on the Masvidal bandwagon. But I hate when people say that the McGregor's their favorite. Like, dude, he hasn't fought in 3 years.
Still favorite.
Their favorite. Is McGregor your favorite?
No.
Who's your favorite?
Favorite right now? So there's for
There's so
different
many.
different weight classes. Obviously, you go light heavyweight, John Jones. Regardless of what you say, the body of work that man has is just
a beast.
Dude,
is
I think he'll
undeniable.
still clean out the heavyweight class, possibly.
Yeah. So I like him. Heavyweights. Big fan of Ngannou. Big fan of Daniel Cormier because it's like you can't
Hall of Famer, yeah.
can't deny that guy anything. But really, like for me, it's like big Triple C guy, bend the knee, Henry Cejudo.
Dude, I think he's so annoying, but he's so good. Yeah.
He's so good. The way he finished Morales off with that fucking choke and the fucking crocodile spin, I was like Triple C.
Dude,
Yeah.
I hate the whole Triple C like personality that he puts on,
I
like
love
Colby.
it.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I fucking love the Triple C because it's so fake and you can tell
It's
it.
so annoying though. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like that. Like I think Colby's trash talk is funny,
Yeah.
but I think Triple C's is annoying. He's like, hey, it's Triple C always flexes, does that stupid shit.
Like, Gold Olympic gold medal, 2 belts. Yeah, you can't deny the man.
Yeah, dude. And what's he, intergender champ too, right?
Oh, that shit was
The
so
what?
funny.
He
was trying to fight.
Who?
He was trying to fight fucking Nunes.
Yeah, he was trying to fight
Fight
Amanda
Nunes,
Nunes because they're
and-
like the same
Oh
weight. Yeah.
shit. Okay.
But it was just so funny because obviously it's never gonna happen. He's just trolling everybody.
That'd be
Like
fucking
first
hilarious.
intergender.
Could you
champion.
imagine that though? Did I buy that fight, dude?
Dude, he'd mess her up.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
of course. It's
Like a 140-pound guy versus a 140-pound girl, is so
Yeah.
different.
Oh, yeah.
Amanda Nunes is a beast
Whack.
though, so I wouldn't.
Yeah,
put-
she's the truth.
Yeah, she is the truth.
Those girls
so.
scare the fuck out of me. Honestly.
Yo, Rachel Olchovich, who's like when a UFC fighter so bad, and she's a fighter. Like, you know who Paige Van Zandt is?
No.
Blonde chick, super hot. And it's just like, how are you guys fighters? Like, how are you guys seasoned fighters? Like, it was just like, after getting kicked in the face a couple times in sparring, I'm gonna be on Instagram. You know what I
Right,
mean? I'm
yeah.
posting pics. And
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Dude, or that girl who was the undercard in the Canelo fight.
Oh right, dude.
That Spanish
So-
chick. My
so
God.
sexy.
You got my attention.
Did you see? Did you see last night was it the Overeem fight?
Oh, I
Nah,
saw
I
that
was getting
picture. I
updates,
saw
but I
that
didn't
picture
watch
of
it.
that.
Where he was
that dude's
missing-
mouth.
That
Dude,
guy's
that's
missing
fucked
his
up.
lip.
Yeah.
That guy's missing his goddamn lip.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
That's crazy, man.
I'm so pissed I didn't see that.
What did he even get hit with for that to happen, though?
A fucking fist.
I figured it would have been like a
big,
fucking foot or something, you know,
probably
how it
that.
landed on his face.
Probably
It's
that.
bad, man. It's bad.
Probably
Oh.
that. Yeah, that's probably the one that did it.
Let me see this.
Yeah, bro, I could never. Fuck that, man.
Here it is.
Mouth's all fucked up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You gotta eat. Fucking take sips.
Dude, imagine if you eat like some pizza rolls and you're that guy.
Oh, bro, forget
Because you know
it.
how pizza rolls
You
go.
ain't eating
dude.
pizza rolls for 5 years.
Yeah, like they're nice on the outside, but inside it's like molten lava.
Yeah, that's really
His
bad.
Goddamn lip.
That's really bad, man.
That's whack,
That's how
dude.
you know you lost.
Yeah.
Show
It's
the
an
people
L.
at home.
We'll throw it up on the screen for
Oh,
the
it's
people. at home.
awful.
That's the price of fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is like, you have to understand that when when people talk about this, and like, you know, I talk a lot of shit, but it's like I also show respect for the skill set and the dedication that goes into that. Like boxing as well. Like, to be one track minded in this stuff, like, you know, all these guys have different like things outside of it, but at the end of the day, they're all trying to be champions. They're all waking up at fucking ass crack o'clock in the morning to run 7 fucking miles, to go do the next thing, to go hit pads for 3 hours, to go eat fucking bland ass chicken, to
Yeah.
not see their kids, to then get in a fucking octagon to get knocked the fuck out or win. You know what I mean? Like,
It's like Schaub. Like, that's why he got out of UFC, man.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
Yeah.
that.
I mean, yeah, and look at the elevation. Like, Schaub was lucky to get out when he did. I mean, look at the elevation of the game. Like,
Yeah.
he was a heavyweight.
Dude, imagine if he was fighting.
Imagine
fucking
DC.
yeah. Or
Francis.
Imagine
Fuck
him
that.
fighting Stipe.
Stipe?
Yeah.
Come on, like, there's no chance.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing is, like, what separates the number 5 or 10 guy in the world from the top 5 is literally just like, it's not. It's like such measurable skill, or like, and like the intangibles. Like, this guy just sees things differently. Creativity, training, all this stuff is like so crazy to think about, because it's like, yeah, you could have the best training camp ever, where you had all the top of the line equipment, coaches, recovery, and stuff like this, and this guy was just pounding fucking sand,
Knocks you out in
eating
10
fucking burgers.
seconds.
You know what I mean? Comes in and just clips.
Yeah,
you, and
that's all
it's
it takes.
over.
Yeah,
And
imagine
even-
the dude. Who did I don't watch, but who did Masvidal knock out with that flying knee?
Ben Askren.
Ben Askren.
Oh,
yeah.
Ben
yeah,
Askren.
that
Dude,
was- that was
imagine
one-
fucking
Dude, my
training for
mom
that.
and my brother erupted when
Oh.
that happened because I love Ben Askren, dude.
Oh, they were big
Yeah,
wrestling fans or something?
Well, they like to. Me and my mom are pretty similar, dude. We both like the people who like talk mad shit.
Mm-hmm.
We like the loudmouths, like Jalen Ramsey. I love Jalen Ramsey, even though he's
Yeah, you
not
do.
doing shit on the Rams. But yeah, so my mom liked the fucking podcast that Askren does and shit,
Yeah.
and like the Boom Roasted shit. So, but I don't know, dude. I liked Masvidal. He was like, "What?" He's like, "You're saying this, dude? Where like my daughter can hear you?" And then he fucking knocked him out with a knee. Dude, it was wild.
Yeah.
I was in Wildwood. We were in like a little ass like motel, and dude, like my brother, and my mom just screamed, dude. Because it was just so
Yeah.
crazy. Did you watch it live?
Yeah.
Dude, it was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was fucking insane.
It's
I
fucking sick.
couldn't believe it. I was
Yeah.
like, Jesus, a flying knee.
Dude, did you see how his toes like fucking like locked up and shit?
Flying, he, like, that is something, like, he just, like, in his head, he just knew. Like, I'm gonna run at this guy and he's gonna go for a takedown. Like, it's the natural, like, to
Unbelievable.
go into that natural state of a wrestler. Like, he's gonna, if
Dude,
I jump,
you wrestled, right?
Yeah, I wrestled for 4 years. So it's like that natural state where he's up in the air. He's like takedown, and it's just like boom, knee comes flying up, and it's just like, you know, all respect to Jorge Masvidal, but like, you wrestle with Ben Askren, you're gonna fucking lose.
Yeah, he's an Olympic wrestler.
Yeah, you're gonna lose. Like, and I was sort of, and that's what happens when he goes against the jiu-jitsu specialist and Damian Maia, right? Like, you're gonna lose. You're like, you go to the ground with a specialist to strangle you. Like, this guy's been doing this since he was a child. Like, there's no position you're gonna put him in that he's unfamiliar with. You know what I mean? Like, this guy is still top 5. You know what I mean? Like, you could put Damian Maia in with basically anybody, and it's gonna be a competitive fight.
What do you think about the striking in that fight?
They should have just started in guard. Honestly, they should have just started in guard. Like, no one cares. Like, no one's knocking each other out. Just go to the ground. Start there. Start there. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's like the fucking Derek Lewis and Francis Ngannou fight back in like a couple months or a year ago, where they were just so hesitant because Ngannou got fucking starched or beaten by Stipe, and Derek Lewis is just like the only thing he has.
I love Derek Lewis.
Oh, bro, he's my favorite person because it's
the
just
Black
like
Beast.
the Black Beast. He's just no shame in how much he weighs, zero cardio, just overhand right.
Oh, he's a big dude. Like, he's a chooch.
Yeah,
I like that guy.
Yeah.
I automatically like this guy.
he just comes in.
He loves Popeyes too. Remember he had that? He said that was his beef.
chicken.
That was his beef with like DC or some shit. I think he said. He's like, because you said that Popeyes sucks or something
Talking
like
shit
that.
about Popeye's chicken. My balls is hot.
Oh, I did see that. No, I saw that. Yeah. That's funny.
The UFC MMA is great. I think, like, I almost made a fucking ton of money. Well, I did like a fucking 7-way parlay on like the same fight card.
Oh shit.
And like 2 lost. Rachel Ostovich lost to Paige Van Zandt, 2 baddies, and got caught in an armbar, and then someone else lost. I almost had like the recent one with Johnny Walker. I had like all those fights except like Johnny Walker.
He was almost the chosen one. Dude, he's the
Nate
Anakin
Diaz.
Skywalker of the John Jones ascendancy.
Who?
Johnny Walker, dude. He had all that hype that he was gonna be the one to beat him.
Yeah, until he ran into fucking Corey Anderson's gritty ass.
Dude.
Corey Anderson is the fucking scum.
Dude, the UFC wanted Johnny Walker to win so bad too.
You can't put a guy who's just like so gritty as Corey Anderson. Like, he's not an easy fight for anybody. Like, you can't, and especially in the light heavyweight division, it's just like can't underestimate anyone, man.
Yeah.
It's just like that guy who fucking. There was a fight night like a while ago where this dude who was like a last minute replacement was fighting this Brazilian guy. Brazilian guy misses weight. The other guy, who's like a small white guy in Canada, beats this guy, like super underdog, beats him. The guy who missed weight, and it was the fight of the night because he missed weight. He got his bonus too, so he got like $100K in a night.
Not bad.
Like, not bad.
Dude. Can you imagine getting all that money for beating someone's ass? Dude?
Oh yeah. But what do you get if you lose? Like 25.
No, if you got
check.
fight of the night, each of you get 50.
Oh, okay.
But if you missed weight, he gets your 50.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
Which also sucks because it's like, imagine like missing weight,
Yeah.
just like sucking weight, fucking hitting pad, running, and all.
That's why I never could wrestle. Like, that shit blows my
Yeah,
mind.
dude. I remember in high school, kids who would like, it would be like
Not eat for,
the
like,
day
a
of their
day.
match. They'd just be
Yeah.
going and running, like in their free periods, or like in their study halls. They'd be wearing like a full on like hoodie and shit.
spitting
just-
in a fucking cup,
Yeah.
man.
trying to dehydrate themselves as much as
It's a lot of
possible.
work.
Dude, like I feel like that probably creates like a ton of like bad eating habits. I'd imagine for like middle schoolers and shit. You know what I mean? Kids trying to make weight.
First of all,
Yeah, I mean, you know better than I would, but-
the coaches were just. It's either you got a good coach or a bad coach. I remember my coach was so old school. He was like, you eat 3 peanut butter jellies a day and a fucking glass of milk, you're gonna gain like 10 pounds. And I'm just like, yeah, no fucking shit. If you eat a half a loaf of bread and a fucking glass of milk a
3
day,
peanut butter
you're gonna
jelly
add 6
sandwiches.
pounds. You might add more than 6 pounds there, but I don't know if
Right.
you did your calorie count. Like, it's like you either had like those old school coaches who like wrestle through it, or you had someone who's like a little bit more modern. It's like it's a perfect balance of the two, and it depends where you go to school. Niskayuna had a great wrestling program.
Yeah.
They had the cream of the crop. You could pick from fucking anywhere. So did Shenandoah.
Dude.
Did you wrestle?
No. I didn't play winter sports. I just worked out. But no, actually, I'm wrong. I did track for like a week and I quit.
Hell yeah,
That's
I
the
did
only
track
sport
too.
I've ever quit in my life. And my
Me too.
parents barely let me quit, dude.
Would you run? Like,
Dude, no, I was an attempted sprinter. And then,
you definitely did hurdles.
No, I wish. Like, I wish I would have done that Danny Zuko shit.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, I always had a tough time reading, like, I did it for more than a week. I probably did it for, like, a month. I think I did 2 or 3 meets. But
The meets
I always
suck, too.
I always had a tough time
Yeah, I'll tell you
reading,
that.
like, your races. So I remember I PR'd in a novice, dude, when I wasn't even supposed to be in the novice. I just missed. Mine was the race after that.
You got to pay attention, like, when you're
Yeah,
racing.
so dude, novice, they don't fucking take your name or anything like that in track. So I did it, and I wasn't even in the race. It was bullshit. Then I had to race right after that.
It's like 6 hours long.
After you set a PR, you're like,
you ran twice in a row.
Yeah, because I didn't know. I
fucking
misread
smoke
it.
these chumps. PR, and then you're like, yeah, you ready, bud?
You're up next.
For what?
Yeah,
It's like,
so
I just ran. It's like, well, wish you could read, didn't you? Yeah, well,
such bullshit, dude. Yeah, only sport I've ever quit in my life. Track.
did you do football or anything?
Yeah, I played football. I played lacrosse for a few years, but I wasn't too good at it. I was good enough to make the team.
You go to
but I didn't play.
Niskuna, it's a requirement. You have to play
You gotta
like, do
lax.
lax for
Like,
like
it
3
was,
years.
It was like fun until like I got into high
It's
school.
like
though.
potions and
You know,
Harry
'cause
Potter.
then it's like
Potions and Harry Potter.
It's like, you gotta do it for at least 3 years.
yeah, lacrosse and Niskuna is like Slytherin and fucking Quidditch, bro.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, I was never a lax.
Where'd you go to high
lax
school? You
bro.
went to Shaker,
Yeah, I
right?
went to Shaker. Yep.
Okay.
I actually bounced around quite a few. I went to Shaker for like most of it, but then in like, what was it, junior year, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, junior year I dipped out to like I moved in with my aunt in Florida. I did time down there.
Oh,
I
nice.
was-
10th grade, bro. You did 10th
Oh yeah,
grade.
10th grade, 11th
Then
grade.
you went to
Galway.
Galway.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you? You went, dude. Is it Galway or
Gal-
Galway?
Galway.
Because we're in Albany. I never hear anyone say Albany.
Albany.
That's like the classic like shit I
Albany.
always hear. Whenever people are from Galway,
Yeah.
there's always someone. It's my sister studied abroad in Ireland. And then she came back. She's like, it's Galway. So you
Yeah,
say
if you're,
Albany?
if you're
from
fucking
Ireland.
Ireland, yeah, I'm sure it's Galway.
Yeah,
But I
that's
was,
a small ass school.
oh, dude,
How many were?
tiny.
Wait, did you graduate from there or no?
no, I went there for like 8 months or something like that.
Mm.
Did you
And
go to
there's,
Galway
like-
too?
No, I
In
went to
Galway?
Shaker.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah.
both went there.
So we went up there and it's like
Bison
500,
gang.
500 kids, K through 12.
Wow.
Yeah, tiny.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, my graduating class was like 360 something.
You guys are a little bigger than us.
Yeah, we had they had like 40 in their graduating class. Like,
That's
so-
wild.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think Shaker we had like
500.
550.
You guys are
60.
huge. You guys in Shen are ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Shen is just a giant dude. Like that's what.
It's a
pisses-
college campus.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
fucking,
yeah,
yeah.
it's huge.
Like,
dude.
there's-
Turns on juice.
Yeah, it's just like, how are you gonna like the thing that pissed me off is like, how the fuck are you supposed to compete with
Yeah,
these
wh-
sports?
wh-
Like they had literally have 4 rotating
Dude,
teams.
Mohan, we'd have
Dude,
to
I
face
feel
you
the same
guys.
way.
We'd have to face all these big schools.
Yeah.
Dude, we get fucking wrecked. It was bad.
They're just like put in the third stringers, give the first and second
Yeah.
a rest.
Shen was just good at football.
we play the C
They
team
were
every time.
they were great at wrestling. They had so
Yeah,
many
they're
kids
good-
to
they're
fucking
pretty good
tear
at
through.
lacrosse, too.
They had
They're
the
farm
A beam, the
boys.
B team, the C team,
Yeah.
and the C teams were pretty good too. I remember I got scraped by a C team guy, and I was like, "All right, no problem." And then it was the A team guy, and it's like, I can't fucking compete.
Yeah.
It's like-
At Shaker though, none of the athletes really did wrestling. Like,
Is there
it
a lot
was
of trash?
just
Wait, did you
track
wrestle?
No,
he did football.
I did
for a
football for a bit, which was trash, and then I did a little track, but then I had leg surgery, so I was like, all right, I'm done.
couple. Yeah, he's
Is
a
there a lot
broken.
of trash
sport.
talk with
He's a
wrestling
broken.
in high school or no? Because you don't really know who you're fighting till in wrestling till like the day of, right?
Not entirely. I mean, you could tell who was good just by like the bravado they walked in with. Like you could tell, like us,
Nate.
the guys who was talking too much and trying to posture were the guys you knew that were just trying to posture. But the guy who was too cool for school, over in the corner, just like on his cell phone, just eating, walking around, joking with everybody. That's the guy you gotta watch out for. He's too cool right now because
Got
he
his hood
knows.
up all the time.
Because he has a ranking. He has a world ranking.
Oh,
Like I remember
okay.
I wrestled with a guy in high school in 10th grade. He got over like his 100th win or something like that. And he had like a record of like 112. Like so he won 100, lost 12 by the time he's in 10th grade. Like
That's
can-
crazy. Could you
can you
imagine?
imagine-
Is it even fun when you're that good at shit?
No.
That's what I'm saying. But he was
Like with
he-
Chris Brown dancing, dude. Is it even fun?
Is it even fun?
Is it even fun at that point?
Yeah. It's just so those people are like, so there was trash talk, but you know, I just felt like Shaker was weird because it's like we had such good sports teams, but the wrestling was just not there, and we just like
That's weird.
We weren't there. There was
Yeah.
a couple good kids, but like it wasn't the best team, wasn't the best funding. It was the coach was good because I think it was like a life lesson of like grittiness. Like Coach Gibson was just like, you're gonna work until you pass out, and then you're gonna work some more. Like I remember fucking the wrestling practices were 2.5 hours, but it was a requirement that you showed up an hour before practice of the middle school and ran around the mat while they were fucking running their practice. Oof. And then you had to walk or get a ride to the school like all the way on the other side. And then that's when practice started for 2.5 hours. Damn. And then there were required 5 a.m. practices. So it's like you're putting like 5 or 6 hours into wrestling. And it's like you're just eating shit for all this time. And it's like I said, I don't think my coach was like the best as far as like strategically working out. But it was that you're going to run till you pass out and you're going to fucking get up and you're going to run some more. You don't fucking want it. And it's like you got to take that through life. Like sometimes you just gotta be a hard motherfucker. Like you guys know who Jocko Willink is?
Yeah.
That Jocko mentality. That just like
was he a Marine?
No, Navy SEAL.
Yeah, he was
Navy SEAL officer. He's like you gotta just push that shit down.
Yeah.
You gotta suppress the emotions.
Dude, those guys are just wired.
Yeah.
My soccer coach.
They're crazy, dude.
My soccer coach was a Marine. Was ex-Marine, and he fucking again similar to what you said. With no technique, but like we would run till we couldn't. Like he literally told us like you're gonna run till like in the Marines we would run till we seize like he saw people seize. He's like that's what you guys are gonna fucking do. I was like damn bro. Yeah. Well all right.
Those guys are just wired differently. I remember there was like a week I wanted to be like in the army or some shit because I saw like fucking Lone Survivor or something. Like, dude, I want to be in this. Dude, you know what pisses me off is how another thing that pisses me off, dude. Kids who are in high school, like the ROTC kids that.
I was a JROTC.
Were
kid.
you really? Did you want to be a Marine Scout sniper?
When I was in Florida, nah, yeah, I did, but like at the same time, it was like I just saw that this was gonna be a roastable thing, so I was like, let me just chill out as much as possible. Let me be the coolest kid here, and like not take it so seriously. Like it was definitely dope. I just remember I told the wrong joke to my ROTC officer,
what was it?
And he was like, "On your backs," and I was just like, "You could at least buy me dinner first." And I sucked wind for the next half an hour. He's like, you think that's fucking hilarious? He was like, you better be done with this mile in 8 minutes.
I hope he at least got some laughs out of that.
No.
Fuck.
No, he drilled me.
Damn it.
He drilled me.
Those kids are probably all scared to laugh though. Yeah. They're probably like, just holding it in, dude.
Dude.
At my high school, any ROTC kid was like, I'm gonna be a Marine Scout sniper. Like as if they're all Marine Scouts.
They sniped in Call of Duty a few times.
Yeah, dude. They did a few 360 no scope headshots.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the
I'm gonna kill it. Literally.
Yeah, these things are hard, and it's like I appreciate that mentality of like mental toughness, where it's like you're gonna run till you can't, and you're gonna just do things that don't logically make sense. Because we never had tryouts for wrestling. The coach was like, "You're gonna quit." Like fucking 50 kids would show up to the room. There'd be like,
damn, that many?
15 left at the end of the season.
That's all it takes.
That's a lot of kids still showing up though.
Yeah, but they drop out quickly after they notice like you gotta come an hour before, you gotta show up at 5 a.m. workouts. There's a 2.5 hour practice. The fucking conditioning was wild. Like they would do these thing called the rabbit in the hare, and there'd be 2 coaches on each side, and you would start on opposite sides, and you would chase each other until someone passed you, and you would know when they passed you because you would get 5-starred in the back, and that person who loses has to just sprint at the end of the practice.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
So it's like you push out and then you would get beat by somebody, and then at the end he would just make you suffer for losing, and it's like there's no excuse for losing. Like you're gonna lose, it's gonna suck. You know what I mean? So it's like that's what I try to keep in my head, where it's like, yeah, it probably was the worst physical thing you could do, where it was like there's no recovery, like this is probably terrible for your body, like there's no way this is good for you, but at the same time it's like I could do more. You know what I mean? Obviously I've lost that in the years following high school, but keep it up here.
Of course.
Keep it up here
where it matters.
Yeah, where it matters, man.
Yeah, damn, dude. No, I didn't. I started boxing after high school though.
Nice.
Did your school have a boxing club?
No.
Yeah, mine didn't either. I think only Schenectady does.
Yeah, they were too scared to do that because of like dislocated corneas and all this other stuff and headgear, and some of these kids were fucking.
It's expensive too, bro.
It's expensive, and it's the liability of someone getting slugged in your school. Like, some of those kids, like my friend Stephen Brown, does a podcast out of here. Heavy-handed motherfucker. Like, definitely don't want to put that kid in gloves and let him unleash on some fucking freshman. You know what I mean? Like, some heavyweight type of, yeah, exactly. Like, why would you get into this? Like, they already have enough with, like, wrestling and football.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention gymnastics.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen some girls fucking obliterate their legs. Like, I don't understand. I understand, like, that shit's mad artful. Like, gymnastics, like, watching that shit in the Olympics, and it's just, like, especially the guys that do it. Like, the girls are less impressive, but I'm, like, I can see them doing it. But when I see a guy who's just, like, ba-boom, 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 and,
how do you
like,
do that with
it's like, yo.
fucking balls in your pants, bro?
Dude,
like,
and
Dude,
they're
exactly,
jacked.
bro. Dude, they have
they're
no
jacked
fear.
to the nines.
They have zero fear.
it's insane. Too flexible.
I'm
bro.
fucking.
Yeah,
I'm
too
scared I'm
fle-
gonna
a little
blow out
too
my
flexible,
patella
bro.
or something. Like, you know what I mean? They land and I feel it in my knees. I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
damn.
Dude, like, do you ever like
There's
have,
my
to,
ACL.
have you ever had like hop a fence and it's only like 3 feet up and you just drop and you feel that
Feel
shit,
shit
in your
in your
ankles?
ankles? Yeah.
Can you imagine like being like a gymnast, dude?
Oh, dude,
You
not
probably feel that shit up
feel
to your
all the
balls.
day.
My
Yeah.
God, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Probably just
Not
goes.
built.
Spine, bro.
not built for it. Just
Yeah.
like swimmers. Like, I look at them and just like, oh well. Like, have you ever swam so fast your lungs feel like
Dude,
they're
no,
bleeding?
I just
I'm
don't like
the
bodies
wor-
of water enough to do
Dude,
that shit, bro.
I can hardly doggy paddle. I shit you not. Like I can barely swim.
I got a mean fucking.
I can-
back.
Dude,
I could
I was
swim.
trying to like, I was trying to do like some contest, like staying like above water longest without like fucking drowning with my brother this past summer, dude. I was up to like the water was like
Like, you
probably,
actually
like,
almost
here.
drowned.
Dude. Yeah, I almost drowned. And then he's just like, all graceful, just.
That's awesome.
What
Not much
inspired
time
you to do that challenge?
I got nothing for you. Dude. Yeah, I don't know.
You're just like,
I was-
so you could not drown.
No, it's
Dope.
I think
I'm
that's
in.
just my reputation, dude. That's the only thing my siblings got on me. It's swimming, bro.
Yeah.
Swimming?
Swimming.
You just
Yeah.
could beat all their asses?
No, that's the only thing they got on me.
And
Oh.
2K
Yeah,
though.
yeah. You mean Madden? Yeah. I just got Madden the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Brings the demons out of me.
It does. I'm not a big Madden guy. I feel like they just don't do enough. Like,
They don't change
Dude,
anything.
it's so arcadey. It pisses me off, dude. Like,
I can play it for a little bit, like, against your friends, but it's just like that game you play against your friends. Like, it's not something I could just turn on and play by myself when I'm at home. It's like,
You
I
don't
just
want
don't
to play
care.
with me because I'll cook you.
Yeah, this kid.
Oh,
He's a fucking video game. He can't play real sports, but he can.
are
cook
you one of
in
those
any
kids
video
who
game.
like stand when they play? Like,
No.
I do that. I'm
Just-
gonna be
you
honest.
stand.
At times I stand and I play.
But if
Dude,
we're
it just
talking
gets me so
about
mad.
fighting anime games,
Oh.
you don't want the smoke.
Injustice.
Oh, I don't play. I don't play. fighting games.
Not like I would play those games, but like more like Naruto, Soul
That's a
Calibur.
great thing.
Dude, I loved Naruto when I was younger. I don't have any of the video games or anything like that though.
Dude,
Yeah.
those video
Sasuke
games
was
are
my
lit.
boy.
Yeah.
He always got ladies. He always had those knife tricks. Dude.
Always had some bitches
Yeah,
on
He
him.
always had the bangs, dude. He was
Oh
like,
yeah.
you with the bangs, you were just like, my eyes are gonna turn red today. If someone calls me Harry Potter, I'm gonna fucking set them on fire.
I wanted to be called Sasuke, dude. Yeah,
Oh,
that shit was funny.
That's fucking hilarious. So, I forgot what we were talking about, but what's so expansion for 2020, getting
yeah.
more listeners and
Oh, yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You know, are there anything else you guys want to like do and like cover in 2020? Because
No, not that I could think of off the top of my head, just because.
no.
The main thing that we got to figure out is I might be leaving, like
What?
moving.
Oh yeah.
So we have to figure out
Yeah,
how that's gonna work.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Tampa.
You're moving to
Yeah, I'm going
Tampa?
to Tampa in like February, probably
Oh,
like late February. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. So
What's in Tampa?
honestly, I just want to go. My buddy lives there now. Like my
Yeah,
best friend. I was
J.R.
roommates in.
Schmidt.
Yeah, J.R.
Yeah.
Schmidt actually. He
Yeah.
lives there. He just moved there in October and he got a place and he offered me to stay with him for a bit. So I was like, yeah, dude, fuck it, dude. Your lease is up. What? End of next year? Like, so all I have to do is get through next year. I was like, oh, I'll come. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, Florida's fun. I lived in Florida for a while. It's like an hour down from Tampa in Sarasota, and
Okay.
it was dope.
yeah.
I don't know what Tampa would be like, but Florida's definitely like a fun time because it's nice weather.
Yeah, man.
You know,
I'm
some
looking forward to
crazy ass people, but you know you should be good.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm looking
stay in the
forward to that.
city. Don't go. There's alligators fucking everywhere, so you know
That
just.
that's the main thing for me that I'm
Dude,
scared
those
of.
things are dinosaurs.
Dude, those things
I'm not the biggest dude, so I'll be
Did you
fucking.
Did you ever
I'll
see the
get scooped up real
videos
quick.
of like people trying to feed them like their dogs, bro?
What?
Feeding like raw chicken to the gators.
Do you
What?
see the
Don't
guy who
fuck
got
with
their
gators.
fucking hand in there?
Oh, that was the guy from like the Philippines or Guam or some shit.
Yeah, where they
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
it snatched his
Yeah,
hand.
that guy got like.
Oh, I
So
saw.
was,
Yeah,
was
I
that,
see that.
was that just his hand, or was
Yeah,
just his
his
hand?
hand,
Right, it
yeah.
wasn't his full arm.
No, it was just his hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he was then he like rolled.
Yeah,
with it, yeah.
he was lucky he didn't get his hand torn
So
off.
you'll be like walking down the street and you'll fucking just there'll be one just chilling. Like is that?
Oh, dude, I went to the bus stop when I was living there and going to high school, and I just heard this hissing, and I just didn't know where it was coming from. And then all of a sudden, through the trees, like I
I
just
changed
saw
my mind.
the gator with the fucking mouth open. I was just like, it wasn't a big one, but it was just like, oh, I moved to the other side of
That's
the street. And
so scary.
I was just like, yo, I remember when like city people are like, yo, that's a fucking deer. Like, you know what I mean? Like up here, it's like, yo, that's a motherfucking fox. And like be scared and shit. And I'm just like, I went to the bus stop and told the kids, I'm like, yo, there's a fucking alligator. And it's like, yeah.
No shit.
It's
Dude,
fucking
a fox,
Florida.
that's so soft compared to a gator.
I know.
Yeah.
Did you ever, were you at my house the one time when the fox went in my, like ran across my backyard and we all like evacuated inside?
There's like a fox protocol you guys have.
Yeah, so it was just like the gators are just everywhere, and apparently it's gotten a lot worse. Now there's pythons and shit there.
Oh,
Bro.
Yeah. It's
I'm not into.
I'm staying indoors,
I'm not
bro.
into those.
the spiders, dude. The
reptiles.
spiders are poisonous. I'm just like, yo, I'm kind of glad we live in the north. You know, all we gotta deal with.
we
is
do
like
kind of live in a good area for that
bears,
shit.
snowstorms,
Yeah.
maybe the occasional fox or wolf.
Yeah.
But like only if you live really out there. The
Yeah,
worst
like
you're gonna
a coyote.
Yeah, the worst
Yeah.
you're gonna have around here is a
Coyotes.
coyote.
Deers
and a
on the back
snowstorm.
roads.
Yeah, deer might fuck your car up.
Yeah.
Like, but you're not gonna get fucking killed by
Yeah,
anything
dude.
out
I'm not
here.
gonna lie. I like upstate New York. I
Yeah,
like it.
I
I don't dislike it.
Yeah, no, I like it, but
It's all right, you know.
a lot
I
of
just,
people move like
I
that. I
wanna-
graduate with.
I'm just-
They all kind of dip.
I wouldn't mind going. I think like going out and coming back, like what you were saying, like you're gonna
Yeah.
maybe do a year in Tampa or
That's
something.
yeah, exactly.
I think that's a dope thing to do just to try out. Like,
Yeah.
you know, why not?
Why
get
not?
out?
I have nothing
Yeah.
else going on. That's
Yeah,
kinda
why not? You know, try it out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. You know, Florida's dope. You know, I think you might have a good time down there, especially.
Yeah, it helps too that I have hit like a friend with me too,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I'm
you,
by myself.
You
fuck
thinking
that.
of going?
No.
No.
No, he's
No.
he's
Yeah,
staying.
yeah. I'm staying.
Tampa? Why not?
Well, I still got like college and shit.
What do you? How much do you have left?
I'm in my last year, but then I got grad school.
What are you doing?
I'm going to be a teacher,
What kind of teacher?
social studies.
Good luck.
Dude,
You
I
should-
love
you
it,
should
man.
Hit up Marco. Marco's a social studies teacher.
Oh,
bro.
really?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Good luck
Yeah,
with
Do
that.
some
Give me
stand
my
up on
number.
the side too, bro.
Teach the stupid people down in Florida because the schools are fucking. The grading is so much lower. Like I think a 60 is passing there.
I lived in South Carolina for only a little bit of time. Like I only went to school for a few days. 'Cause
Actually, at 55 is
dipped.
passing.
What?
dude,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I
unbelievable.
need to go down there. I want to restart school down there.
They're just like, look at this kid. He's passing.
He's smart.
He's smart. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's a fucking.
Yeah, so we just gotta logistically figure out because
Yeah,
we want to keep doing it, but we just
Oh, for
gotta
sure.
figure out.
Yeah.
What do you do with like fucking what's his name? Like can't think of the guy's name. Fucking Bisbing and his
Oh,
comedian friend
yeah.
do it, and they're never in the same place. So
Yeah.
you could do something like that.
Yeah, I figured like Skype or something too.
Yeah,
there's ways to do
or
it.
like Zoom. I think it's another app that you can do. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's correct too. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
Yeah, but definitely, I appreciate you guys coming on.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thanks for
yeah,
having
I think
us.
I think
dude,
I
yeah.
think the podcast is dope. Basement
Thank you.
Banner. You know, you want to shout out your social medias and stuff.
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah.
Instagram's at Basement Banter Pod.
at Basement Banter Pod. My personal is at JPal33.
Mine's at Bailey Petrocci, if you can spell that.
Good luck.
Yeah, have fun.
We'll put it in the descriptions and stuff. But you know, dope podcast. I think you know.
Thank you.
I don't know where to put it because it's like I feel like it's a comedy, but at the same time, I think it's just like guys just talking,
Just bullshit.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Like
it's kind of what we. Yeah, it's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
like
what
that,
it is.
like that nerd talk we were talking.
Oh yeah, man.
Dude.
Yeah, we'll give you like a group review when the Star Wars movie comes out.
Oh,
We'll have
yeah.
a
Oh,
panel.
yeah.
We'll have
Yeah,
a
dude.
long table.
Hell
and
yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
just take turns about how
That'd
we
be awesome.
fucking.
I
I
hope
can't.
it's
im-
bad so we can all just trash
it's
it.
going to be bad. Like you
That'll
look
make
at
for some
it-
good
you
content.
look
I
at
hope,
the-
I hope it's good, so I don't come back here all negative.
Pissed.
Like,
the only thing that's gonna be good is like maybe the lightsaber battle between
Yeah.
Ray and fucking.
Oh, it better
Kylo
be.
Ren.
yeah, dude.
Better be.
I mean, Ray's lightsaber skills are yet to be desired, and Kylo Ren is a biggity bitch.
Did you ever see that SNL Undercover Boss with Kylo Ren?
No, I never saw.
I
it.
saw-
Check
yeah, I
it
saw
out. Yeah, it's mad funny.
My thing is just like, why does he need a mask?
Yeah, the mask was pretty stupid.
Yeah,
pretty
he took it off in 2 seconds after he got flamed
Another
by
rehash.
fucking Snoke. He was like, take off the mask, and he was like, okay,
Yes.
you know.
Just a little emo kid.
Yeah.
It's just scene phase.
It's just fucking stupid.
Scene
but- Scene phase.
Did you ever have a scene phase?
Nah. I never.
You're
did.
lying. You definitely did.
No, I swear to God, I did. I had the big diamond earrings and stuff, and like the flat brim hats. I had the little gangster
Who
face.
didn't have those flat brim hats?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
about it.
think I had it. But until next time, guys, thank you for tuning in.
Thanks,
Make
guys.
sure you subscribe, all that stuff. See you next time.